Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today we're starting our 5th year, I think, with the GWA in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us, and we hope the day finds you well. All right, we got some office management type of stuff to get to, so... There we are. We are in Fire Pro World for sure. Okay, now, I was doing some research beforehand, before the stream went live, obviously, and there are let me turn my controller back on. There are a number of wayward championships in our wrestling universe, and I'm going to try to rectify some of that. So I was sort of looking into, as I always do, at least writing out an idea of what I want booked, or generally what I was looking for booked. Oh, hang on. Hey, Zach, nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice day. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so as I was saying, I generally try to take a look at what I sort of want to pre-book, or generally where I want things to go, and then, you know, depending on certain results, things change, or certain injuries, things change. But I've noticed we got more than a handful of wayward championships in our wrestling universe here. In fact, it looks like we have 9 that are not in the promotions to which they should belong. Like, we're guilty of some of it, as Ilya Dragunov on our last week's stream won the Ring of Honor Junior Heavyweight title. Sorry about that, Ring of Honor, but we'll try to sort that out before we go off the air today. Okay, I have most of... Alright, let me see. As I was saying, we have some wayward championships. I have them listed in my little text file here that I'm scrambling through. There it is. Okay, so Lady Shawnee of AAA has the Noah Junior belt. Yeah, we had part in that because we were challenging various organizations to promotional battles with our own GWA, and we also had guest talent that we threw into the mix, some of whom had championships. Anyway, it looks like the most egregious offender. I don't know. Someone has to take the AAA Mega Championship off of Bob Backlund from Pro Wrestling Noah. I think that's going to be a heck of a weird styles clash for whomever from AAA ends up pulling that off, but we're going to try to facilitate it at some point. For the moment, I'm going to try to invite Lady Shawnee from AAA, who has the Noah Junior belt, and then we'll try to get some Noah talent in and see if they can't take that belt back to their own promotion. All right, so I was sort of just trying to put this together beforehand, just to remind myself to do it. Because other than that, we're just going to book a GWA-centric event for our first show. Well, for both of our shows, obviously, but it looks like, I've decided to, in our 7 to 8 match listings that we're going to put on for these shows, we're going to at least dedicate one match per show to attempting to sort of correct some of these wayward championships and get them back where they belong. All right, to that effect, as I was talking, whoa! Oh, Aerostar's hurt. Was it Fabi Apache? No, it was not. It was Lady Shawnee directly below her. Oh, she is hurting? She feels normal, but her neck is very weak. Listen, it's a little mean of me to try to do this based on the fact that, you know, she's not going to draw for us very well because we're not going to be doing a show in Mexico like we did last week. And the fact that her neck is at red, so there's a high likelihood that she might get hurt. That just makes it more likely that she might lose the match as well. So I'm sorry, Lady Shawnee, we're not in charge of your medical bills. But we're going to give you $35,000-ish to show up and wrestle for us. So it's a cash business. Money talks. Yeah, of course they're going to come in for that amount of money. We're also friendly, very friendly with the AAA promotions, so regardless of their health, they're looking at that fat one-night paycheck and being like, yeah, sure, I'll risk it. Anyway, let's now try to bring in, and I'm so sorry to do this to you, Lady Shawnee, because there's a lot of head kicking and being dropped on your head in Pro Wrestling Noah, and it looks like that's what we're going to have to be looking for. Oh no. 5'11" and 156 pounds as a junior heavyweight, but they're also like just a pure MMA fighter? Yikes. They would rip them apart. They might not even say yes because of the fact that they're... Oh, Kendo Keshin I mistakenly put as being in All Japan Pro Wrestling, but it looks like... It looks like Noah has both the DDT Championship and the AAA Championship. Well, good for Noah, because they're currently lacking their own Junior Championship, which is what we're trying to correct at the moment, but... Okay. This is where all this correction starts. Wait, are you a junior talent? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go Nakajima. Oh, you're gonna get your head kicked off, Shawnee. I'm so sorry, lady. Oh, and we're not even paying that much. Dang. Nakajima deserves more. Anyway, let's see if they even say yes. Yep, there we go. So we got Lady Shawnee in from AAA. Let me just write that in my text file first, and then we'll book it. Lady Shawnee versus Naka. Oh god, I hope she survives. I hope she survives without injury. Nakajima, I believe it was. Okay. All right. As I alluded to earlier, a lot of kicking to the head. That's his bread and butter. Okay, before we loan anybody, we're going to book our own event. Let's save this first since we have our two guests in. This also puts us at a bit of risk in case they decide not to show up. All right, double checking that I've done my due diligence here. It's like well under 1,000. T-shirts maybe. We'll just keep trucking along, see what's up, see what's what. Maybe we'll just diversify our merchandise. Okay. I've already checked everyone's happy with their pay. I usually do that before I sign off from the previous week. So let's just go ahead and book our event. Standard. Normal. We're doing we're saving the deathmatch stuff for that once a year trios tournament, the Trios Tournament of Terror, every October in the Universal League. Okay. Or in this wrestling's universe, I should say. So we average about $40 back on our home turf. I think just the urban, yeah. Where we're right about there. I think we can do 40 with a TV commercial or a print ad. With the print ad, see what we can do, and then we'll adjust from there as things need be adjusted. So I like to book the title matches first. Let me tab over to my nice fancy text file. Ah, yes. So speaking of the Trios Tournament of Terror, the winning trios, the contingency representing the Squared Circle K, that being the faction of Keiji Muto, Kazuchika Okada, Keith Lee, and Kairi Sane. The Squared Circle K. The trio representing them in that tournament ended up going through the finals and winning, which meant that they got the Trios Championships. They split $666,000 amongst the three of them, and they were also granted a title match of their choosing anytime over the next calendar year. Now, last week we saw that Keith Lee was goaded into using his Hall of Fame Championship title shot, or he chose the Hall of Fame Championship to contend for against The Undertaker. Undertaker escaping that with his championship. And not to be outdone, or so soon after, to start off the next year, we're going to start off with Mitsuharu Misawa defending the GWA Heavyweight Championship against, I think we're going to go Keiji Muto, because the three people that won were Muto, Okada, and Keith Lee. As you can see, they got those nice belts there. So I think we're going to go Keiji Muto versus Mitsuharu Misawa for the GWA Championship in our main event. I think we're going to be okay with that. Not a lot of people agree. As you can see, only 819 are like showing up on the strength of that main event and main event alone, but that's okay. Below that, we'll put on another title match. Oops. We'll put on another title match here, as Kairi Sane's going to put her belt on the line against one of our junior talent, Buddy Murphy. I don't know. That's his normal Mad Bud's attire when he teams with Mad Polly. Ooh, let's put him in a little black and gold here, just for himself. All right. Still not doing great. Maybe we need to tone that down to $20. But we'll figure it out. All right, some factional warfare, or at least some faction-inspired warfare. If I check this correctly, yeah, at some point during our last broadcast, on our November show, before we ended the year against Ring of Honor in a promotional battle. I guess that would have been final battle for Ring of Honor that year. It was against us. Before that, on our November show, Raven beat Steve Austin in what was a 5-star classic, and I could say that because I'm checking my notes here, and it got 100% audience satisfaction. So that's, to me, you can't do better than that. So what we're doing is not a direct rematch. We're having a 6-person tag involving Austin and Raven. So let's see. First, we'll put the Doldrum contingent of Ray Phoenix. Loves to start these matches, so let's put him in first. He's a regular tag team with the Yuji Hino, so let's get them in their somewhat matching gear. And then, of course, he who just lives on the apron and waits to strike, Raven. Like, the match between Stone Cold and Raven was so heated that I don't think either got out of their entrance attire, so to speak. Like, it was a street fight without being a street fight. So, who did I decide? Oh, yes. Okay, so we have had, or Austin has been somewhat regularly teaming with. Every time he needs a partner, he finds one in Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch is going to be on his squad. And then who did I put in betwixt them? Ah, all right. Someone who is also sort of tagged with, not regularly, but is making a bit of a return from injury. Hangman Adam Page. And Steve Austin will be taking on the 3 members. Where'd you go? You're down here. Oh yeah, we have way more faces than way more faces than heels. I was confused for a bit. There we go. All right, so now it's a proper 6-person tag. Man, 3 matches down, and we've only a fifth of the way full. Must be the ticket price. Oh, look at that! I double booked Steve Austin without even looking at it. Okay, so I had Summon versus Bret Hart in a singles match. So let's find a nice heel opponent. Did I do Punk Bret yet? Probably. I've certainly done Michaels. I've certainly probably done Orton by now. Where did I have Moxley figured in at all? This is going to be a bit of a styles clash, but let's do it. Let's go Jon Moxley. And hey, get well soon, Jon Moxley. Or, you know, take your time. But good on you for wanting to improve yourself like that. In light of becoming a recent father, etc., etc. Shows real maturity. All right. To call for help when you need it. It's Bret. That's just a straight up singles match. Now we're at least a third full and 3 matches to go. Now this is where I wanted to put our Wayward Championship match. So this could be a interesting proposition because we have Lady Shani in with the Noah Jr. Championship. Oh, 600 people, or 550 are at least curious to see what the heck's going on there. And there we go. Katsuhiko Nakajima is gonna go. Oh, that's fun. Wow, 1,300 people show up for Nakajima. So now we're talking. We're about half full, though. That's not great. I try to only put 7 matches on these things. Now we have a tag team debut because I held off on debuts last month until I had accrued both of these gentlemen. As Angelo Dawkins. Well, that's fun. Ooh, I like the Poipo. And Montez Ford have joined the organization. So we have the Street Profits on our roster at the moment. Boink. There we go. About 1,000 people are like, oh, those guys. Let's see how they do. And we will put them up against. Now, this is a rumored combination that would be going for the Tag Team Championship gold. So should Kazuchika Okada choose to tag in, or to cash in his championship opportunity for the Tag Team gold. So Okada and Keith Lee. It's going to be a very rough welcome for the Street Profits. Okay. Oh, now we're at 10,000. Okay, so let's go. If we go down to 20, it's going to be sold out by now, I would think. Yeah, so there we go. It's sold out by now for sure. We'll do a little bit of adjusting with advertising and so on and so forth. Now, this was a match that the competitor I'm about to put into it requested to test themselves, so they said. As you know, we have the opening match warrior, Mad Polly, usually opening up our show, and here they are. I don't even know if these two have faced off against one another before, but Darby Allin was insistent on going one-on-one with Mad Polly to start things off, so we have that. Then we have the debut of Street Profits with a tough task ahead of them, taking on some of the Squared Circle K. A lot of Squared Circle K on this show. Then we have some guests in. Lady Shani from AAA defending the Noah Jr. Championship against Noah's Katsuhiko Nakajima. That'll be fun. A singles match between Bret Hart and Jon Moxley. That'll be interesting, to say the least. I know it's just tells you the first person involved because it that gives them, hey Rocco, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice day. I'm just sort of going through what we have in store for us for our first. You know what? I can do that while we're actually. Boink. Okay, so that's pretty close. What if I did this though? All right, that's more like it. Now we got 15,000 there, $40 ahead with a TV commercial. We're gonna work our way towards maybe $60 ahead. We did duck out to go to Mexico in between that, so that'll be 600 grand just on the gate. That'll cover our expenses there. We're getting 300 grand from advertising, at least, closer to 4. So we'll be all right. We'll just whip up some merchandise, see how it goes. I might pulp We'll see, we'll see. All right, everything else is fine. Got some title matches. Everything here is... So that's Lady Noah. Excuse me, that's Lady Shani with the Noah Junior Championship. It's Nakajima. There's our Wayward Championship matches. I've called it in my little text file. Okay. All good. We've sold the thing out. We're gonna get $40 ahead. Let me just save that really quick. We have 2 guests in, so hopefully they show up and do their job properly. Let's do some management. Let's do merchandise. Now, what I was thinking is, we got those 15,000 strong. We can't only show up with 300 t-shirts, can we? Like towels, I feel like that's fine, but I feel like we can't only show up with 300 t-shirts. So let's take a loss on the rest of that and show up with 5,000 t-shirts. It's more like it. Towels, that's fine. I don't think they're nearly as popular. I mean, it is Japanese based, but in my mind, I don't think they're going to be nearly as popular. And then photo collections, we're going to hang on to those. They don't ever, you know, expire. Goods day of, let's do 5 because we don't have a lot of towels. Branded snacks, again, this is, they have to sell out or it's toast, so let's do 5 of those as well. And I've decided to do tiny runs of the DVDs. Not masks yet. I'll wait until we're doing our next Mexico show to roll out masks, and then to me the big one is, I guess, wow, these are the 2 big ones, huh? All right, we'll see if we can get this up to like 3,000 per show, because we have difficulty selling 1,000 DVDs. But we'll see, we'll see. All right, so that is our investment in merchandise this week. Yeah, our expenses are still covered by our tickets, so we're all good there. Then we'll get our sponsorship money and our merchandise money on top of that. Right, oh, wait, is it still in? Okay, it's not an email only. Rocco's just checking out. Those are the, some of those are followers. I can't remember which ones. Man, I need new emotes. It's been a long time. But good on you with all those cookies. Delicious cookie. All right. So now that I've booked my show, let's go make some friends. Did I, in fact, book Kenta Kobashi? If I sent him back, because I've noted that he is one half of the AEW Tag Team Championships, because somehow El Lindaman is on the AEW roster, because I think he was involved in like 2019 when they first became a company, I guess with Strong Hearts when they were touring around, right? That's a Shima affiliation for sure. Apparently he's still kicking around in this universe's AEW because we lent them Kenta Kobashi and he got a tag title shot with Kenta Kobashi and they won the straps. So I might send Kobashi back there because I don't think he's not booked on this show. All right, so let's see about that. So to AEW, we have a friendly relationship with AEW. Let's try to get you your tag team belts back. That is Kenta Kobashi with one half of the AEW championships. All right, we're going to send you Kobashi again for this monthly show. Please book him for a tag team title shot again. Yeah, who wouldn't be happy to have Kenta Kobashi on their show? All right, we're also going to lend. We're trying to make friends with as many different companies as we can. Oh yeah, I was already thinking we need to send a couple of people to Impact. Well, they're not bad. They got 28 wrestlers. They are the only presence in Europe because the Legend promotion folded. So I'm going to try to make sure they do okay. GCW, I don't think it's long for this world, unfortunately, but we're doing our best. Everyone else has, more than 10 wrestlers. Or GCW. We could help them keep them afloat. Impact's doing all right. They're in the top 10. Noah's doing really low because they don't have their belts. Like, they sunk because they don't have their belts. This must be the new... Okay. Other than myself, because it removes us from the list, we're number 4. So it goes WWE, New Japan, AEW, us, and then NXT. As you can see. 1. Oh, wait. They're not in order. Previous rank. Oh, that's their previous rank. No, that's what they are now, though. So anyway, so... Okay. Oh, WWE is overtaken? No, they were still on top. These two have switched. So New Japan is more popular than AEW. AEW is slipping a bit. We are number 4. NXT is 5. We've just started to get inroads to be friends with them. CMLL does not... I don't think we're going to make any inroads with because we're friends with AAA. Big Japan, I'm trying to steer clear of because it's a hardcore promotion, so I don't want to send my guys there for death matches on the reg. ROH we're trying to keep alive. All these other ones we're trying to keep alive and be friends with as best we can. Oh, we're friendly with ROH now, too. Nice. NXT was indifferent. Okay, let's try NXT again. Try to build some more relationships here. Who do you have? You guys want Kurt Angle to come hang out at your NXT event? Of course you do. Of course you do. All right. Look how giving we are. Trying to help out here. Like I said, CMLL and Big Japan we're going to leave alone. DDT we're going to help. Gotta get your belts back. They don't have a lot of belts in action, so gonna help them out as best we can. Oof. Real heel light show that we booked. That's pretty fun. I was trying to give some of these people time off, but at the same time, let's go see if Shawn Michaels and DDT want to work together. All right, Shawn Michaels is going to go wrestle in DDT for us. Okay. All Japan, Dragon Gate. Dragon Gate we kind of kicked in the butt. Anybody down here is going to be really grateful that we're hanging out. All right, so we should send somebody to GCW just to help them put on a show. Here you go. CM Punk. It's going to go wrestle in GCW. So we're trying our best to, spread the love. If we have popular people, let's make all the shows better. Okay, we're helping out Noah already. Impact we did a bit. Did we send anybody to Impact? Theirs is a little more difficult to cater to. I mean, anybody would want a Randy Orton. Yeah, so Randy Orton's going to wrestle for Impact. Please don't put the belts on these people. That's my only worry, is that they get singles matches for championships and go over. And then we have to... I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. We have to start pulling in more people to get their belts back. And we just have to hang on to that wayward championship slot. Maybe I should expand to 8 matches per show. Do 7 GWA and do the 8th one be like it's obviously a talent showcase for look at all these promotions we're friends with. So on and so forth. And that we also regularly beat in promotional battles. Ha ha ha. All right, so I think we've done enough resources, or in terms of resources, we've done enough merchandise. Our sponsor contracts are what here? Okay, so 46 for what goes on the mat and the aprons and stuff like that. And then, yeah, 300 a month. So 346. So let's just round that up and be generous to ourselves and call that, well, let's round down just because it's better for expenses, right? So we got 340 a month or 345 a month in sponsorships. So that covers most of our expenses already. And then we got everybody in the door and we're going to make $600,000 there. So we're going to be all right. Save, save, save. Can't help myself. Did we hire anybody? I don't think we did. No, we have not. And we have roster space now. I was thinking of hiring one more tag team, and that would leave us with 2 empty spaces to just hire 2 more single stars. And I'm already leaning toward hiring junior heavyweight talent over heavyweight talent for sure. So let me just do a real quick scan. If somebody just catches my eye immediately as a junior heavyweight. Drake Maverick would be hilarious, but I don't think they do very well. I mean, like in real life, that would be hilarious, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, Kid Cash. Oh yeah, this is going to have some elements of legendary status. Because the Legends promotion was based in Europe, so if they don't know where else to drop you, here you are. Right. Nothing leaping out so far. Not a 50-year-old shark boy. What about Sanjay? No, thank you. What does Takaiwa have? Oh no. I wonder if that's like the Legends Junior or something like that. Don't want to involve them then. I don't want any more belts than I can handle. Liger would be amazing. Wait, his gimmick is 33 years old, not the wrestler itself. So this would be Liger. Wait a minute, this would be Liger. Not peak of his game, but this is like grizzled veteran Liger in only a 33-year-old body, technically. Huh. Let's see if we can hire Jushin Liger for our junior division. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're insanely popular in most places. Not in Europe, though. That's interesting. I don't think they like us much. Super fancy dinner for Liger. And let's medium ball him to start off. What do you think? Okay, let's back out. That's one of 3 strikes. We get 3 strikes at each piece of talent we're going to sign. Because the game affords you 1 opportunity to negotiate with 1 piece of talent once per month. And that's just ludicrous. So I do a 3x3 generally. Depending. If I'm really determined to hire somebody, I'll just keep doing it until somebody says yes. But I tend to give up after a 3x3, or at least mentally I give up after a 3x3 of giving 3 people 3 chances. Okay, so is that under human resources? It sure is. Where was I? Was I in Europe? Oh no. Yeah, because we were talking to Liger. Okay, super fancy dinner. It's Liger. So how about this nice, you're going to be amongst the best paid talent on our roster already. It's going to cause a lot of backstage jealousy, but how about this as a signing bonus? All right, we signed Jushin Thunder Liger. No big deal. Welcome to the roster. Our 35th competitor. And he's going to go heel. We're going to have heel under, yeah, we're going to put Jushin Thunder Liger under John Moxley here. J Thunder Liger. Technically from Europe in this game. So that's why I have to slot them in. Also a junior talent. There we go. Okay, so we assigned ourselves. No, none of that. What do I want? Records and help? Nope, that's not it either. Management? There it is. Nope, there it isn't. Oh, it is under. There we go. Transfer wrestler. Jushin of the World, Thunder Liger. Okay, that's interesting. Wait. So the Jushin part was the nickname and Thunder Liger was the actual title of the guy? I always thought Jushin Liger, it was like Jushin Liger and the Thunder was optional. So Thunder is supposed to be their first name. So it's Thunder Liger and then Jushin is the nickname. Mind blown. I always thought it was Jushin Liger and then Thunder was the nickname. Okay, that's what comes of seeing him first in like WCW, I guess. All right, I guess I'll put him under the T's. So who do I have to move? Just the Undertaker. All right. This is just me wanting to keep people alphabetized. Boink. All right, into the heels goes Thunder Liger. Interesting. Boink. And let's just copy that and put you also in the junior talent list as a heel. Dirty cheating heel. You're not even booked, but we'll get you in. Let's do this. I've already booked you into a singles match. It's not a junior heavyweight singles match. I mean, pretty close. All right, so we signed Jushin Liger. Got that in our back pocket for our second show. Starting off hot in January, though, with this Wayward Championship business. We're helping out other promotions. We're putting over our own belts. Shall we loan anybody else? Anyone? Can we possibly become normal, if not friendly, with everybody except the big two? I don't know. I haven't tried with New Japan. Let's try to broker a relationship with the people above us. This is amazing. This is amazing. Here we go. They have no interest in our promotion, but we have Jushin Thunder Liger under contract. Would you like to borrow him for a New Japan event? Just sort of rekindle interest in Jushin Thunder Liger before they come to work for the GWA full time? I don't think it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. They said yes because it's Liger. So Liger's going to work New Japan this month for us and then come back to work for us full time and hopefully pull some fans with him. Okay, there we go. That's as far as I want to push things in terms of lending people out and so on and so forth. There's always a risk, and it's not happened yet, knock on whatever this desk is made out of. It certainly seems like wood. Knock on closest object that we haven't had any injuries when lending people out, but we have had people come wrestle for us and get injured, so I know it can happen. Now that upped our expenses, but we also hired a world-class talent.
I put my bra on one boob at a time like everyone else.
Thank you very much, Rocco. All right, we certainly feel heroic with that signing. All right, everything I think is done here. We're ready to proceed. As long as we have 2 of our buddies show up for work as booked, this should be smooth sailing. Again, they got 3 strikes as per most things. Let me double check. Merchandise? Yeah, all right, I made sure to 86 those towels. 86 those t-shirts. All right, let's go. Yee! I think it's okay already, just based on the loading here. Yeah, everybody shows up for work. Good stuff. All right, so we have our standard 15,000 people here. They paid $40 a head, so we're doing all right. Oh, I forgot to double check this. Uh-oh. We have different rules in matches 6 and 7. All right. Because we were coming off of a promotional battle last week, I forgot to redo these. So matches 6 and 7, these 2 championship matches, countouts for the first time. Looks like the only difference. Countouts in the main events. Ooh, that's interesting. Haven't done that before. All right, so for the first time, championships decided under different rules than normal. But we got a long way to go before we get there. Starting with Darby Allin requesting this singles match with Mad Polly, which is, I hope, what we're about to see. Another match was highlighted before we started this. I think they do them in order. Oh, there we go. Let me get my big dumb face out of the way. Hiya! As the fights begin. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell as usual. You're the senior official here in the GWA. We've slightly rearranged our sponsorships, it looks like. Rather plain apron here. This is my first look at it, so I'm sort of appraising what they've done. So Jumbo Mart's still our main sponsor. It depends what order you choose the sponsor in. That's where they determine upon which part of the ring it goes. I wish we'd been able to put that Zan travel back on the apron. Doesn't look so good sideways on a turnbuckle. Darby Allin with an endless series of drop downs here. I think he's just trying to tire Mad Polly out. Very sound strategy from Allin, just waiting for Mad Polly to eventually run himself out or counter those runs off the ropes. Trying to use wrestling logic against Mad Polly there was Darby Allin. Mad Polly looking to take... looks like they took a little bit of offense to it. Dropping down into a quick 1 count. Oh, big Fez press into another 1 count there for Polly. Still pretty early on in the matchup. We go for a proper cover here. A lot of tenacity, a lot of heart in the diminutive body of Darby Allin. Certainly up against a Mad Polly. Must have a 50 to 75 pound weight advantage. Once again now you see Darby Allin's strategy of continually wearing down Mad Polly by making him run the ropes. Into a cover. Oh, and a no count. And then Darby spiked with that DDT from Mad Polly. The opening match warrior here of the GWA. As we pass the 5-minute mark. Mad Polly sucking wind, you can tell every time he stops moving. Until the toll of the match is taken. With that strategy, a lot more gas in the tank of Darby Allin. Playing the cardio game here against Mad Polly. Trying to wear the bigger man down. Comes Darby Allin. Starting to string some stuff together here. Polly can barely get off the ropes, and you can see the earlier damage already coming into play here. Getting sent back and forth. Nice series of jumping strikes from Darby, but not enough to take Mad Polly down. Just doing his best to fend off the smaller Allin, who drop toes him into the ropes there. Oh, just a clubber and below, but it can't take Allin down. DDT does. Polly trying to catch his breath. Big choke slam to Darby Allin. See if he can get the cover. Doesn't have enough. Gotta stop and catch his breath. Gets sent off the ropes. Dropped face first to the canvas with a drop toe hold. Oh, just turns him inside out with that clubbing lariat. But then pulls him back to his feet. I would have gone for a cover there, were I Polly. Oh, another huge chokeslam, and again he pulls Allin back to his feet instead of going for the cover. Huge lariat off the ropes here. Off the ropes again. Ducks the lariat this time. Sends Polly off the ropes. A lot of running around for the big man. And he gets spiked with the DDT center of the ring. Oh, you can see Polly can't follow up anything now. In dire straits in terms of his cardio. Can't even recover enough to catch his breath. Oh, there he goes. Just a little bit. Just enough to get moving. Oh, there's stiff elbow in the corner from Darby.
10 minutes gone.
DDT drops Mad Polly. He's trying to set him up for that coffin drop somewhere near any of the four corners. Hang on! Polly Buster from Mad Polly at the 10-minute mark. Has just enough. Oh, he dragged him the wrong way. Oh, there he goes. Let's see if he has enough. And yes, he goes into the cover. 2. No! Darby Allin just rolls the shoulder. Code Red! Oh my gosh, into an immediate kick out. Darby snaps him over with a head scissor takeover. 2 in a row. Polly looks disoriented. Off the ropes comes Darby. Third head scissor. Polly rolls through. Spike with the DDT. I thought Darby might be going up top there. Not quite where he wants him. You can see him trying to position Mad Polly just so. Oh! Now the two men are going to slug it out. Burst of adrenaline from Mad Polly, and he drops Darby Allin with a clothesline. Gets sent off the ropes and another drop down. Oh! Nice takeover by Allin. Let's see Darby Allin starting to wear down here as this match continues, hurtling toward the 15-minute mark. Okay, so we got that parking place. Oh, nice! Figure 4. Leg hook gets him a 2 count there. Snaps him over again. This could be it. Coffin drop. Oh, but Mad Polly moves. Drags him away from the ropes. That could have been Allen's chance to put him down and out. Capitalize on the earlier work of taking the wind out of the sails of Mad Polly. You can see after every major move, he's got to stop and catch his breath due to the sound strategy of Darby Allin. Just looking to try to put Polly away. Polly, though, the much stronger of the two when he does land his moves. Maximum impact on Darby Allin. Oh, geez. Tried to drop down, and Darby got up way too early. Both men collide there. Polly says this is it. He's coming off the ropes. Drops a huge elbow to the back of the head of Darby Allin. Now he gets sent off the ropes himself. Gets clotheslined down by Darby. And Polly doing everything he can to stay upright in this one. On rubber legs. Doing his best to fend off Darby Allin, and now he gets an opportunity to catch his breath. Code Red, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. It didn't matter. Darby Allin maybe have been playing a bit of possum himself as he catches Mad Polly in that Code Red in the center and gets the 1, 2, 3. That early work, Darby Allin really paying off there. Wearing Mad Polly down. I believe that's what Darby Allin was after when he requested the match against Mad Polly. Was he wanted to see if he could get back on the winning track in singles competition. And Mad Polly just fights hard. That's all you can really say about the dude, and that's all we really want here in the GWA. We want your talent to bust their butts in front of the fans. So far, so good. 99 out of 100. There was one person in the crowd that was just like, nah. Everyone else was psyched. Anywho. Ah, yes, now we have a new tag team debuting, as we have signed Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, as they're taking the, well, they got a real tough challenge ahead. as they're taking on two members of the Squared Circle K in Kazuchika Okada and Keith Lee. Dawkins and Okada starting things off here. Bit of an initiative with our gym expansion this time to bring in some full-time tag teams. This is the first one we've signed. Also signed a new single star that you'll see in action next month / later on today. Okay, so whatever that SRG thing is, I don't mind their logo. It'd actually be better as a main one because it would blend into the canvas. But they don't pay us the big bucks. That's why Jumbo Mart's front and center. Dawkins going for an early pin attempt against Kazuchika Okada. Don't know that these two gentlemen have ever faced off in the real world. I would severely doubt it. As now Okada tags out to his partner, Keith Lee. A lot more likely that these two have faced against each other or have at least trained together at some point. Who knows? Paths more likely to have crossed, as they all work for the same organization, IRL. And hey, in this video game landscape as well, as they are all proud members of the GWA roster. And we thank you for once again strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle with us. I don't know how thankful Montez Ford is after that high back body drop from Keith Lee, trying to keep the big man at bay with those fists. Keith Lee getting the better of things. Big slam from Keith Bearcat Lee. We'll just keep saying it until it just sounds normal. I guess that'll be our strategy. Keith Bearcat Lee, or just maybe it's just Bearcat Lee now. They gotta get the rights to the old song, right? Do the Bearcat? Comes out like an old jazz musician or like a lounge singer or something. Like just looking real good in a suit. I mean, he looked like a gangster regardless, just because of the look on his face, but just looking real good in a suit. Strips that off and just murderizes people. Anyway, Okada back in here against Montez Ford. Pin attempt brings Angelo Dawkins' attention back into the ring, distracting Okada to at least lure him back into the Street Profits red corner. Hang on. Oh, stiff neck breaker across the knee there by Okada. And then spikes him with his variation of the STO. Okada looking for back control to hit that Rainmaker. Montez wants none of that, tags in the larger Dawkins. See what he can do against the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. Okada smartly immediately tags out to the power side of his team, Keith Lee. Now we've got the two biggest men in the contest going tete-a-tete. Nice suplex reversal there by Lee. And then a belly-to-belly trying to toss Angelo Dawkins across the ring. Oof, big clubber and blow as well. Just drops him there, the spinebuster variation. Hang on. Spirit Bomb upcoming to Angelo Dawkins. 1, 2, and Montez Ford is there to save the matchup. You can see Kazuchika Okada staying on the apron. Probably well aware that Montez Ford had a beeline for that pin attempt. Or was just trusting that Keith Lee would do what he needed to do. Nice double drop kick there from the Profits. As Montez Ford is tagged back in, bit of a size disparity here, but perhaps they're counting on the quickness of Ford. If he can get back to his feet of his own power, let's see if he can use some of it. So far, it's all Keith Lee. As we approach the 10-minute mark in this tag team contest.
10 minutes gone.
Juice! What's going on, buddy? Enjoy the sounds of tambourine as you subscribe for 10 months in a row. Thank you kindly. Oh, big clothesline there from Montez Ford against Okada. Sets him up in the corner. Knees to the gut. Trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen. I see a lot of... Hang on. Are you guys stuck? No, it doesn't say it's emote only. And he said weehaw. Just make sure it's off. Okay, just making sure it's off. Nice bridge on the German, bit of a low bridge. Face full of taint for Kazuchika Okada on that pin, but... Taint the count he was looking for either. Oh, amazing athleticism out of the big man. Unnecessary athleticism out of the big man. If I'm to be honest. As he once again squares off with Dawkins and now able to belly him over the ropes to the floor. And for the most part, there are no countouts or disqualifications once you're outside the ring of the GWA. And a clerical error has adjusted that for our two main events tonight, at least for this first show. Hang on, Spirit Bomb upcoming to Montez Ford, immediately into the cover. Dawkins tags up and is still able to break that pin before 3. Get out to the apron and back in before he was legally able to break that pin attempt by Keith Lee, who again says Montez Ford for a ride. Oh my gosh, up and down violently by Keith Lee, now chucking Montez Ford towards his corner. Whoa. Montez Ford able to evade that offense and stick Keith Lee with a suplex of his own. Keith Lee has had enough. Takes his time to get Okada tagged in and leaves Montez Ford for him. Nice drop kick to the mush from the Rainmaker, signifying the end of Montez Ford here. Oh, so Okada going for back control, looking for that ripcord lariat of his. Back and forth they go. Montez Ford with a nice drop kick, settling things for the moment, at least allowing him to tag in Dawkins. Okada aware of it now as the men crisscross. Nice elbow drop by Okada, but too close to the ropes to make a serious pin attempt. Oof. Oh, see, the back of the posts is the Mascara Dorado. All right, also not a good place for that. I wish you could choose where they go on the, I guess you technically can, depending on the, again, on the order you select them. Not our most attractive apron for the foreseeable future, but that's okay. Oh, double clothesline to either side of the neck of Dawkins from Okada and Lee. Repping the squared circle K. Getting spiked with a spinebuster is Lee, but he kicks out at 2. And we approach the 20-minute mark here in this tag team contest. A lot more action scheduled. You can see Dawkins taunting Lee, saying he's got a lot left in the tank there, and then being immediately let down by his partner Ford. He meant to hold Lee for a dropkick. Ford able to subdue Lee momentarily here.
20 minutes ago.
Lee trying to get something going at the 20-minute mark, spiking Montez Ford in the canvas, but neither man can maintain too much of an advantage here. Not for too long. Ford smartly keeping Lee in his corner, though. Oh dear. Stalling suplex sends Ford to the floor. He just flipped him over the ropes, did Keith Lee. Dawkins smartly there to drop into the canvas while Ford could recover. Nice tag team work there from the Street Profits. Keeping Keith Lee in their half of the ring. Oh, hang on. Miscalculated there. Lee able to scurry back and get Okada tagged back into the matchup against Angelo Dawkins here. You do not want to give Okada back control. Gotta watch out for that Rainmaker. Hang on, big tombstone from Okada. That's usually the precursor. Oh, but Dawkins fights him off and chooses to taunt. Okada throws him into the corner. Dawkins muscles his way out with a headlock. Pulls Okada all the way across the ring almost. Trying to cut the ring in half here are the Profits. Oh. Dawkins avoids. Tags in Montez Ford. Nice neck breaker to Okada, who immediately gets back to his corner to get Keith Lee involved. Oof, this is the size matchup that the Squared Circle K team wants, and definitely not the one that the Street Profits want. Keith Lee against Montez Ford, who tosses Ford to the outside. No counters or disqualifications here. This is going to break down in a hurry if Dawkins eventually stops jaw-jacking with the crowd to get out there to help his partner. And now he steals the cravat from Kazuchika Okada to keep him at bay before being hit with a Rainmaker. Dawkins just collapsing into Okada there to break that predicament. Meanwhile, in the corner, Montez Ford able to slam Keith Lee against the guardrail there. Oh, big suplex coming up from Keith Lee. Big spine buster I just saw from Angelo Dawkins as well. Ford back into the ring. Lee back into the ring. This should settle things down. Now that the fighting's over, the match can continue. Keith Lee turning him inside out with that clothesline to end that strike battle, but then chooses to tag in Okada, and that gives Ford the opportunity to tag Dawkins back into the match. Eats a double powerbomb for his cunning. But the end result is Okada and Dawkins are legal, and Okada was way too close to the ropes for that pin attempt. Lee in to have his back. Oh, going back into that German, look to be hit, looking for the Rainmaker again. Hang on. Oh, look, a diving headbutt to the small of the back from Dawkins. Big boot off the ropes from Okada. Trying to fire the crowd up. Looking for the Rainmaker, but Dawkins again fends him off. Nice spinebuster by Dawkins into the cover. Ford playing defense. Got him! Street Profits win just shy of the 30-minute mark. Huge spinebuster to Okada from Angelo Dawkins. Well, all right then. Oof, that was a good one too. How'd we do? A hundy. Okay, so that's 100% in match 2 and 99% in match 1. So far, doing okay. Okay, and he went over Okada as well. Looking strong in their debut at the Street Profits. With a 5-star effort. We got 5 more matches on this card. Pace yourselves, everybody. I'm kidding. Balls to the wall, everybody. Oh, coming up next, we have some of our friends. We have Lady Shani from AAA, who happens to hold the Noah Junior Heavyweight Championship. So we brought in from Noah, Kazuhiko Nakajima, whom I know to kick very, very hard. Lady Shani has already has a neck in the red. Nakajima might very well kick her head clean off her shoulders. So this is hopefully a good old-fashioned belt dumping, trying to get Noah their junior championship back against Lady Shani here. Couldn't pass up the payday because we're giving her a good like 35, 36 grand, I think. Let's get down to the ring. See how this one shakes out. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot here, calling for the bell, and we are underway immediately. Nakajima looking to go for those strikes. Oh, counters into a powerbomb. All right, Lady Shani in the velvet, or velvet violet, I should say. Nakajima in the dark trunks. Boy shorts. Nice elbow combination there from Nakajima. Immediately targeting the head and neck of Lady Shani. Another, I think, Rana attempt by Shani there, countered into a powerbomb. Nice takeover there by Shani, your Noah Junior champion. Nakajima in to try to return that belt to Noah. A third counter into a powerbomb. Maybe Shani should maybe knock that off for a little bit. Joshi style slam there from the Noah Junior champion. I guess the GHC Junior Heavyweight champion, if you want to get canonical with real life Noah. Big boot from Shani, drops Nakajima. Going to work on the legs. Smart strategy from the champ there. Oh, nice. Nice leg lace there from champion Lady Shani. Clearly aware of the kicking power of Nakajima. Looking to ground the challenger. Wear them legs down. Nakajima into the corner. What's Shani doing here? Nicely done. Takeover. Sending Nakajima to the middle of the ring. Now off the ropes. Till the eventual counter there. Oh. I don't know if trading blows is the wisest course of action. Steve Nakajima getting the better of things with those kicks to the midsection. As we pass the 5-minute mark here. Nice suplex by Katsuhiko Nakajima. Oh, and then a knee to the chest of Lady Shani, who heads up top here. Oh, nope. Doesn't have enough time. Thinks better of it. Once again with that nice head scissor takeover out of the corner. Nakajima is sent to the center of the ring. Able to avoid a move there. Oh, big boot across the jaw there. Oh, now another kick to the chest by Nakajima. Brainbuster by the challenger. Sends the champion out to the floor. Nakajima admiring his handiwork. Oh. Shani looking for a roll up there. Nothing doing. Nice extension on that German, but too close to the ropes. Shani off the ropes. Oh, single leg dropkick to the side of the jaw of Nakajima. Could have knocked him out there. Lays in another knee, though. That could have woken him up. By cartoon logic. 1 bunk off, 2 bunks on. Lady Shani looking to put something together here. Big splash off the top, but again, too close to the ropes for a proper cover attempt. Hang on. Okay, fireman's carry to a suplex there. I didn't know how that was going to end up for poor Shani. Nakajima trying to set her up in the corner again. Content to just kick away. Hey, oh, gets a roll up this time. 2 and no. Nakajima out. Title almost retained there. Nakajima trying to figure out the champion. Champion trying to figure out the challenger. Can't imagine they faced each other before. But this is the sort of combinations we can bring to you only in the GWA, only when you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle. And we're so glad that you have done so with us today. Little duck wing action with those elbow strikes from Nakajima. Kicks to the midsection. Nakajima says this is it. Off the ropes. Crosser with the clothesline. Don't know if that's exactly what he was looking for. Oh, hang on. Gets caught in a choke. Shani clinging on for dear life, and Nakajima able to break free. Thought he might be going for another brain buster. Just a simple suplex. Shani able to counter the next move. Just a slap to the chest, trying to create some distance. Hang on! Oh! My word! Spiked her there with the mountain bomb of some variation. Good gracious, that looked rough. That's like the brainbuster variation of the snow plow that Al Snow used to use. As back and forth they go. Oh, Nakajima with that finishing strike against the side of the head of Lady Shani. Could have dimmed the lights for a 3, but no. Nakajima looking to inflict more damage before going for a pin. Sets her up in the corner. Misses the big boot this time. Oh, gets rolled up, but again, too close to the ropes. Nice technical ability there from Lady Shani, but too close to the ropes. Oh! Brainbuster countered into a DDT by Lady Shani. Throws him to the canvas by the hair. That's rude. But I can imagine her frustration. Both of these competitors likely getting a little frustrated at the other. What is it going to take to put the other away? Shani talking a bit of trash there. Trying to set Nakajima up for something. Oh. Looks better across the ring, I guess. Oh, dang. Spiked once again by Nakajima. Won't go for a cover, though. Gets countered again into a second DDT. Shani back to the legs. That's smart, but tied up in the ropes, not able to help. Sent back into the corner of Shani. Firing away is Nakajima. Looking for what? Perhaps a knockout shot. Go for a pin, buddy. Oh, looking for a suplex, unable to get it. Shani staying alive and staying alive here. Oh, release German. Unable to hold for the bridge. His challenger Nakajima. Shani looking to take advantage by rolling through back to her feet quickly. Oh, and now they're both down. Mistiming the move off the ropes. And now we reset at the 17.5-minute mark. Hang on. Shani sent to the floor by Nakajima. No countouts or DQs. Oh, hang on. There should be. Oh, wait, not yet. Not yet. Not this championship match, the later ones. No countout or DQ in this GWA match. Oh, dang. There's that. That used to be one of my finishes in an earlier Fire Pro game when I would make my own character, that's for sure. It looks nasty as hell. Like a brainbuster, but sort of out to the side. It's just the way they, like, their legs are down, you know what I mean? Like they're not fully extended. Like they're spiking them, they're cannonballing themselves onto their own head. Nice suplex there by Nakajima. Lady Shani grabs a chair. She can't use that in the ring. Quick to drop it. As we approach the 20-minute mark here. There you heard the call. As Nakajima goes quack, quack. Oh, and rolls her up with the Regal suplex. And wins the belt. All right. Nakajima returning the belt to Pro Wrestling Noah in a heck of a contest. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much for the honks. Oh, another 5-star. Excellent. And they represented themselves well. Now, everyone that watched this show, go watch some AAA or some Pro Wrestling, or yeah, Pro Wrestling Noah. I don't even know if it's called Pro Wrestling Noah anymore, or if it's just called Noah. They might have a new logo by the time I say this anyway. Oh yeah, I changed this match, I forgot. The next one is not Bret Hart versus Steve Austin. He was involved later. Boink. Yes, we helped Noah get a belt back. First we helped Stella with their groove, and now we help Noah with their belts. And I don't mean to brag, but we're about halfway done the show. I mean, we will be halfway done the show after this next match, more than. And 99 overall. So far, so great. Even if it falls apart in the second half, we should be all right. But here's a first-time matchup. I would assume Jon Moxley one-on-one with Bret the Hitman Hart. It was Hart and Austin, but Austin is involved in a feud with Raven in the Doldrums, so we'll see him later. So instead, Moxley Hart. Oh, and Moxley's immediately busted open by a well-placed headbutt by the Hitman. Very interesting to start this contest. I would imagine that the Bloodloss would fire up a competitor like Jon Moxley. Hang on. Bret Hart with the ring post figure 4. He has till 5 to break that. There are still disqualifications in the ring, and since he started that move in the ring, he had till 5 to break it. Different side of the Hitman to start things off here. And we may have made a mistake by having the action spill out to the floor. As in this match at least, no countouts, no DQs. Our double main event featured countouts because we forgot to double check the rules. Moxley has grabbed a couple chairs, but unable to use them so far. But feels more than comfortable out here on the floor. Nicely done by Bret Hart, suplexing Moxley onto the chairs. Ouch. Two men slugging it out here on the floor. Another vicious headbutt. That's what busted Moxley open in the opening moments of this contest. That was essentially Bret's first move here. Moxley with a third chair. Cannot use that in the ring. Has a 5 count to drop it. Bret helps him drop it well before then, and then back body drops him onto it. Hitman 1 step ahead of Jon Moxley in the first 4 minutes of this contest. Moxley wins that strike battle. And then gets dropped with a third vicious headbutt right back to that grievous forehead wound. So you can see Moxley trying to bust Bret Hart's forehead open as well.
5 minutes gone.
Chops across the chest and neck of Bret Hart. Big falling clothesline there for Moxley. Still giving it everything he's got despite being bleeding for more than 5 minutes now.
Give up. Give up.
Bret Hart slowing things down with a momentary figure four. Maintaining control as he drags Mox to the center. Drops an elbow to the back of the head to squeeze more of that life juice out of his noggin. Hang on, paradigm shift to Bret Hart. Into the cover. 1, 2, no! Bret escapes at 2.9. Out of nowhere, Moxley hitting that paradigm shift. Now trying to press that advantage and put the Hitman away. Bret fighting back. Another vicious headbutt. Oh, 2 in a row. Focusing solely on that wound. Moxley fighting back as best he can. Paradigm shift attempt countered by the Hitman that time. Back to the figure four.
Give up. Give up.
One of the many devastating submission moves in the Hitman's arsenal. Oh, not unlike that headbutt he's been using to great effect today. Sends Mox off the ropes. Gets bowled over, maybe looking spinebuster. Mox just plows into him. Hang on! Mox showing a bit of stroke there. Oh wait, that's the other way around. That is the skull-crushing finale out of Jon Moxley. Sent off the ropes again. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Not the spinebuster. But Moxley wailing away as soon as he gets back to the canvas. A lot of brawling in this one. Bret Hart trying to keep it as technical as possible, but that's hard to do with a man like Moxley. So we passed 10 minutes. Bret Hart now sending Moxley to the floor just to get a little time and space to get his breath back. Both men doing so. Smartly done there. A bit of sportsmanship. And we reset. Moxley, a nice combination there, but Bret Hart never really giving Moxley or allowing him to build too much momentum. Back to that figure four. Once again goes the Hitman. Oh, that release suplex from Moxley. But Bret Hart right back to his feet. Amazing resistance by Bret. And then spikes him with a pile driver. Moxley immediately back to his feet like he's Road Warrior Hawk. Oof. Every time Moxley gets a little bit of offensive momentum going, Bret Hart brings it back to the realm of pro wrestling and outworks him to keep command. Nice DDT there by Moxley. One of the best brawlers in the game. Hang on, paradigm shift to Bret Hart once again. Into the cover. 1, 2. Bret out at 2. Bret almost put away, surviving 2 paradigm shifts now. Sends Moxley off the ropes. Another inverted atomic drop from the Hitman. 2 in a row. European uppercut sends him down, but Moxley fights his way back to his feet almost immediately. Moxley got to be fighting on pure instinct at this point. His blood covering the canvas, at least momentarily, because the canvas absorbs the blood and makes the fight stronger, as you well know. Nice suplex by the Hitman. Both men worn down at this point. I can't imagine. Hang on. Oh, nice reversal there by Bret. I can't imagine how Moxley is still going. Has been bleeding for over 15 minutes now. Drop toe into a cover. This could do it. 2 and 3. Nothing left in the tank of Jon Moxley. That last counter from Bret Hart spiking Jon Moxley face first into the canvas. It is a basic wrestling maneuver, but executed as Bret Hart just did, proving to be the difference against Jon Moxley. Out of nowhere, dimming the lights, combination of blood loss and overall head damage, head and neck damage. And then I take a sip of delicious water. Which, thank you for the hydrate. I was already sort of in the process of doing that. Thanks, Rocco. As I was rambling on, I was reaching for my water. All right. So that is, I mean, you know, a little dip in the average, but still in the 90s, so I'm real happy. 97 overall, I will take that. The legend of the GWA just continues to grow and grow. I hope that featuring Lady Shani and Katsuhiko Nakajima helps both of their respective promotions. I know for a fact it'll help Noah because they have their friggin' junior title back, but they're also in possession of a couple of belts they shouldn't have either, so got to balance things out. All right, coming up, we have that 6-man tag team action. I don't know why I call it man, because there's Becky Lynch is clearly on one of the teams, so trios action coming your way as the Doldrum is taking on Steve Austin and his super friends. That being Steve Austin, Becky Lynch, and Hangman Adam Page against Rey Fenix in the ring, Yuji Hino and Raven on the apron, as you can see there in the red corner, representing the Doldrums. Mr. Bigfoot has called for the bell, and we are underway. Trios competition, as I said. First pinfall or submission will win this one. Becky Lynch, Hangman Adam Page, and Steve Austin against Rey Fenix, Yuji Hino, and Raven. Raven coming off that huge singles that huge singles victory against Austin a couple of shows ago. So we're trying to continue that feud here. I know it's maybe a little backwards, but it'll lead to another singles rematch between the two, I'm sure. I wish, the only drawback of Fire Promoter mode, I find, the only thing I wish I could change, hang on, as Rey Fenix is trying to light up Becky Lynch with those kicks. 2 combos in a row there, nicely done by Fenix. Yeah, Lynch has had enough, tagging in Hangman Adam Page, smartly done there by Austin and his friends there. You can see Stone Cold looks a little uneasy on the apron. Anyway, the only downside to Fire Promoter mode, in my estimation, is that you can, well, the limitations in terms of what sort of matches you can book. I would love to do their timed battle royal. I would love to be able to do a single cage match on a show and not have to dedicate an entire show to cage matches type of thing. As things are breaking down here in a hurry, Austin and Lynch against Rey Fenix. Meanwhile, Hino and Raven making short work of Hangman Adam Page as he just got hit with an even flow. That can't feel good. Raven fired up for this one. Everybody fired up for this one. Doldrum's causing a lot of havoc in and out of the GWA locker room. This thing's got to continue. It's going to continue as is until all the legal combatants get back into the ring. No counter or DQ until then. Nice superplex to Becky Lynch from Raven, meanwhile. Hangman coming to her aid. Everybody's back in the ring here. Hang on. It was Fenix and Hangman. Fenix almost getting his team DQ'd by failing to drop that chair, but does it at a count of 4. Had until 5. Scurrying back to his corner to tag in Yuji Hino. And now we see Steve Austin in the ring for the first time legally. Against the power man to the Doldrum squad, at least in this instance. Yuji Hino, Drew McIntyre are on assignment elsewhere this evening. Unavailable for the I always like to call them the hoodlums, the Doldrums. Short arm clothesline by Hino into the cover on Austin, gets a no count. It's gonna take a lot more than that to put down the bionic redneck. Nobody on the apron even flinching on these pin attempts. Austin trying to work his way back to his corner, perhaps just bring the fight to Hino as best he can. A lot of pride at stake for the Rattlesnake, suffering that straight-up loss to Raven in that singles contest. No gimmicks. I don't think anybody really used a chair from my recollection. They just beat him clean. Outlasted him and won. You know, that can't sit well with Austin. if he wants another singles match with Raven, the road to that begins with a victory here in this trios match. Raven currently working over Hangman Adam Page. Oh, dang. Nice combination there. Classic Raven offense. Those two quick shots and that discus lariat. As we pass the 10-minute mark. Raven unaware a tag was made. Raven and Austin across each other in the ring now. Oh, and Austin is fired up as he drops the elbow. Immediately Raven tags out to Yuji Hino. What a coward. Oh, but able to catch Austin in that neckbreaker powerbomb combination, targeting the famously injured neck of the Rattlesnake. And now all three members of the Doldrums immediately pouncing on Steve Austin once he's out of the ring. Another double powerbomb, this time onto a chair on the floor. As all six combatants quick to engage in warfare. Oh, another suplex onto the chair to Austin there. Relentless offense against the head and neck of the Stone Cold. Nice double suplex there to Becky Lynch. Pile driver onto a chair by Hangman Adam Page. The Doldrums looking dominant here. More or less, momentum changes on a dime in the GWA. Hang on. Oh, Adam Page, double powerbomb. I just saw that in the corner there. Meanwhile, Phoenix trying to keep Lynch and Austin both at bay. Referee's got a lot of sorting out to do. Okay, good. Everyone returns to the ring. Things will settle down. Austin tagging out to Lynch. Becky Lynch and Yuji Hino legal. Looks like Yuji's headed to his corner to tag in Raven. Becky Lynch and Raven now, representing their respective squads. Nice clothesline in the corner from the man. Sending Raven across the ring. You can see these hardware scattered about. Couple of chairs in the corner of the Doldrums. Oh, into the disarm her. See the Doldrums quickly in there. Oh, nice backstabber there by Phoenix. Quickly in there to save their leader, Raven. Raven quick to tag out to Yuji Hino. Nice double team offense on the way out. Lynch tags out to Austin once more. Gets slammed by Hino. Has something in mind, does Yuji. Austin throws him into his corner. Off the ropes. What is this looking like? Oh, stun gun to Yuji Hino from Austin. And the invisible trumpet is out in celebration. Trying to trade punches with the Rattlesnake. Not a very engaging proposition for Yuji Hino. Hang on. Oh, maybe going for the effing bomb there, but Austin firmly in command. Locks on a Boston Crab. Simple but effective. Raven just kind of did a little tour there. Didn't end up helping Yuji Hino. Allowed Yuji Hino the opportunity to break the hold himself. Now a tag out to Raven. Raven and Austin once again. Big powerbomb to Austin. Talking trash to Raven while he lays in those knees. Austin quick to take out to Page. That's a bit surprising. Maybe turnabout is fair play for Raven's earlier cowering. Strategic retreat, let's call it, in the face of Austin, or perhaps just trying to get in Raven's head for a change. Kurgan going tete-a-tete with Hangman and Page. Nice discus lariat. Drops the Hangman. Neckbreaker by Raven. Into the even flow. Spiked into the canvases, the Hangman. Raven pulls him away from the ropes and into the cover. Becky Lynch in there to break things up before 2. Raven had a relatively poor ring positioning there. Wrong side of the Jumbo Mart logo, to be sure. Huge clothesline by Adam Page. Gets a 2 count on Raven. A second one by Page. Turning the leader of the Doldrums inside out, but he recovers enough to hit a discus variation of his own. Neckbreaker. I think he was trying to drop him on the chair. It didn't quite work. Page again with that vicious clothesline, now taking Austin back in against a dazed Raven. Oh no. Raven trying to scurry back to his corner. Page and Austin cut him off. Austin with that elbow drop off the ropes. Gets put in his place, and Raven again tagging out to Hino when he's across the ring from Austin. Off the ropes comes Stone Cold, pinning Hino to the canvas for some more abuse. Austin on fire here, getting in the face of Yuji Hino. Could see a stunner here at any moment. Oh, Hino with a snap suplex trying to cut Austin off. Nice Russian leg sweep by the Rattlesnake. Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher from Austin. Diving elbow drop. Stunning Steve style. And then Austin back to his corner to get Becky Lynch tagged back in. If she locks in the disarmer now, 25 minutes into a matchup like this, it could be instant tap out for whomever she's in there with. Currently Ray Phoenix signaling to the crowd that he's got something in mind. Certainly wasn't being dropped on his head with a Beck-sploder suplex. But Becky making that pin attempt too close to the ropes as a follow-up. Could have saved the matchup there. Hangman Adam Page being dealt with as he came in for Becky's aid. Nice roll-up attempt here. Excellent ring positioning by Phoenix. Becky out at 2. Oh, Becky Lynch saving Austin there and then locking in the disarmer for the win. Ray Phoenix tapping to Becky Lynch, who was about to spike Steve Austin on top of his head with his pile driver. Becky Lynch, though, with the victory. How do we do? 94. I'll take it. I'll take it. Rocco, thanks very much for the ooh. Are you not able to use regular chat? Like, I know I can do it. Is this because I turn it into emote only when I'm off air and then turn it out of that when I'm on air? Just curious. Because I know I can type in my chat, no problem. I've just noticed because Juice was only using emotes earlier as well. Anyway, let's move on here. Save real quick. 97 overall still. I'm fine with that. All right, so now here are our double main events with the GWA Junior Heavyweight and then the GWA Heavyweight title on the line. As we said earlier, due to a clerical error, for the first time ever, there are going to be countouts in these title matches because they are matches 6 and 7. We did a 5-match promotional battle before then, like last month. So these ones I'd already adjusted the match rules for, and that stuck with it. And these ones didn't get adjusted properly because they sort of were set to other values. So see, as you can see here, rope break is still on, which is great. There. So outside count on. Oh, and critical's on normal instead of low. So, oh well, nothing we can do about that. Critical is on normal instead of low? Or none? Yeah, okay, so I had none on for the first 5 matches. That's perfect. Okay, anyway. Let's get to our main events, starting with the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. Squared Circle K member, Kairi Sane defending the belt against Buddy Murphy. One of the earlier GWA Junior Heavyweight champions, Buddy Murphy. Up there against the champion, Kairi Sane. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. Remember, the only difference between this and a normal GWA match is we now have a 20 count on the floor to get back into the ring. Something that could serve us well at times in other scenarios, but I like the lawlessness of the area outside the GWA ring. Nice reversal there by Murphy, as you can see now. Mr. Bigfoot immediately laying in that count. Oh my gosh, what a combination there by Buddy Murphy. Almost too fast to call. A lot of custom moves in these characters these days. You love to see it. Signature offense all over the place. Oh, like that hip attack from Kairi Sane. A lot of Joshi performers not shy about throwing that hip attack. It is the most solid part of the body. It's like a jumping, like, you know, it's not so unusual being a Canadian used to seeing a lot of hip checks and stuff growing up with hockey. So it's like a flying hip check to the gut. Like, there's no way that wouldn't knock the wind out of you, regardless of the size of the person throwing themselves at you. Oh gosh. Buddy Murphy quickly into that powerbomb, spiral bomb combo. Quick 2 count there on the champ. Buddy Murphy with the obvious strength advantage. At least on display here in the early going. But do not discount the tenacity and heart of your junior heavyweight champion, Kairi Sane. Laying in those forearms. Oh, geez. V-trigger. Oh, into the ropes by Buddy Murphy at the 5-minute mark here. Woof. Deadlift German gets a 2. Kairi Sane in a lot of trouble here. Buddy Murphy not slowing down. Turning brainbuster sends Kairi Sane to the floor. Murphy just calmly waiting for the junior heavyweight champion to return. What poise out of the challenger here. Normally a regular tag team partner of Mad Polly as one half of the Mad Buds. The opening match warriors that they are. Another spinning brainbuster spiking Kairi Sane into the canvas. Now those Kawada kicks to the face. Ugh. It has been all Murphy here in the early minutes. Kairi Sane in a lot of trouble here. Spiked. Murphy going up top. Frog splash. 1, 2. No. Sane just escapes. Murphy pouring it on. I was not expecting this kind of contest, at least in the opening 8 minutes or so. Sane smartly trying to slow things down by grabbing a hold, but Murphy quickly able to power out of it. Cross-legged Boston Crab. Some more signature offense out of Sane, but too close to the ropes there. She's very wise in trying to ground things as best she can, but Murphy with a roll up here, backslide, and that is it. Buddy Murphy dominant in the opening moments here. Kairi Sane unable to mount a comeback, and we have a new junior heavyweight champion in something that's probably not going to crack the 70s. Yeah, 67. What a terrible match. What a brutal contest that was. All right. Utter domination out of Buddy Murphy. I don't know what happened there. My word. That, I mean, we're still in the 90s of overall crowd satisfaction, but we can do a lot better. And we shall. Okay. Coming up to the main event of our first show, the GWA Heavyweight Championship on the line, as Mitsuharu Misawa is going to be putting the belt up for grabs against the leader of the Squared Circle K, cashing in his title match opportunity that he won at the Trios Tournament of Terror. Keiji Muto, Mitsuharu Misawa in your main event. Mr. Bigfoot, the creature on feature, the referee on record, calling for the bell, and immediately Muto spikes Misawa with a pile driver, and he's right back to his feet. And now a short arm scissors. And this GWA Championship matchup is underway. Challenger off to a spirited start here. Immediately hitting Misawa with a pile driver. Muto, as you know, will be looking to ground Misawa for that figure 4 or for the Shining Wizard. Here's that figure 4 we talked about. Misawa, of course, has a lot of moves in his arsenal, none more potent than his elbow strikes. On average, him elbow striking his opponent has been the last move before a pinfall in the majority of his victories. So far it is all Muto, though, from the opening pile driver. Continually slamming Misawa here. trying to fight back with those elbows. No one throws them better. Muto now into an abdominal stretch. Misawa counters. You don't see a lot of abdominal stretches anymore, or like people trying to slow things down with a move like that. Shout out to Jonathan Gresham though with that octopus hold. Sort of bringing that style back, but modernizing it in a way. Hope he lands on. Oh, I mean, he's going to land on his feet. He's going to get it. Somebody needs to throw a bucket full of cash at Jonathan Gresham now that he's out of Ring of Honor. One of those pound for pound could beat anybody kind of guys. It's totally believable. Not to take anything away from the two magnificent legendary athletes we have in our main event here. As Muto, placing himself between Misawa and the ropes, had that knee bar in, at least momentarily. Nice dragon screw leg whip. Muto is going to focus on the legs for sure. Meanwhile, Misawa straight up dropping on your dome. Not that Muto's shying away from those kicks to the head, excuse me, knees to the head.
Give up.
Misawa able to absorb the blow of that shining wizard. Try to keep on fighting. Oh, fends off a pile driver this time. Has been a little out of sorts and getting dropped with one immediately at the start of this contest. Like bell rings and then Misawa eats a pile driver. Oh, vicious back elbow to get free. Into a scissor kick by Misawa. Double arm underhook on the belly to belly from your GWA champion to challenger Keiji Muto, who had to watch one of his proteges, Kairi Sane, lose her junior championship in decisive fashion to Buddy Murphy in the previous matchup. Misawa into the crossface trying to slow things down. Another reminder that if they are to exit the ring in this one, there is a 20 count to get back inside. I'll fix that on the next show. Another big back elbow there. Another dragon screw. Back to the legs goes Muto. Sound strategy.
Give up.
Constantly working the legs. What elevation on that elbow drop from Misawa. You really got up there. Now slamming Muto to the floor. You can see the 20 count in effect. Nice combination of elbow strikes there from Misawa. Looking to do some damage while he can on the floor. Dragon screw in response by Muto, and he scurries back inside. And we fight on. Muto sent into the corner quickly, tied into the tree of woe. And now you can see Misawa with elbow strikes to the knees of Muto, knowing that Muto has a long history of knee injuries. Oh God! Tiger Driver 98! And Muto just escapes! My word. Into the Emerald Trojan! 1, 2, no! Muto escapes again! Another Tiger Driver spiking him on his head, and no! Misawa trying to bring it home here. Muto barely surviving, but able to. And we fight on. What a sequence there. But Misawa able to power out of another pile driver attempt. How is Muto fighting after that onslaught? Big frog splash from Misawa. 2! No. Muto out at 2. Setting him to the floor now is Misawa. Looking to follow the challenger out. Into those elbow strikes on the floor. What does Misawa have in mind here? Muto misses a drop kick. Double underhook into the belly to belly. Muto rolls back in. Emerald frozen into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Misawa retains. Muto put up a heck of a fight. Misawa able to overcome. All right. I would think that's better than 67. Probably not great. All right, 92. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we have a new junior champion. We have the same GWA champion with an emerald flosion. Get myself back on cam. Overall 92. We had 15,000 plus, so real strong show. We did some good work getting the Noah Junior Championship back to Noah, so I can cross that off my list of things to do. Lady Shoni no longer has it. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Okay. End the event here. Yeet, we have a new junior champion. And Noah won their belt back. Excellent. In front of almost 17,000, standing room only. We have new Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso won the WWE tag belts. We have new trios champions in DDT. Big R Shimizu is the new Dragon Gate Junior champ. We have new GCW 6-person tag team champions. They only have 9 people on their roster. Good for them. And we made $750,000 on that show. CMLL is doing a tag tournament, and that's it. Okay. Okay. February. Oh, okay. Camille. Impact scouted Camille. Okay. Hideki Suzuki, I believe that is. Shinbito was unable to find anybody. Buddy and Dragon. Oh, so Buddy Murphy versus Dragon Rojo, huh? Immediately for our championship. Sure, let's do it. He's going to put his belt on the line. He's going to be one of those champions. Let me just pencil that in real quick. That's Dragon Rojo Jr. So that fits, because they're both junior heavyweights. I can immediately put the title on the line, assuming they're okay. Good. Already just pre-booked that. Buddy and Dragon. That'll bring more people to the show. Excellent. So I'll try to book that. So we are spending $175 right out of pocket without doing anything. Before we do that, let us check our personal advice and see who wants a raise. El Tejano wants a raise. Okay, let us have a consultation. So we heard you want a raise. Oh yeah, we also have Jushin Thunder Liger on the roster. I forgot we hired them, so we have to put them in something. Here you go. Personal advice. John Moxley wants more money. You got it. Heck of a match you just put on with Brett. Good work. Ooh, look at your poor legs. You're already making a crap load of money, bud. There you go. Amongst our highest paid personnel. Muto wants more money. You got it. Usually after a big match, people are like, how about my pay? How about my monthly pay? All right, Muto, what are you making? Oh yeah, you're making peanuts. You're still gonna make peanuts, but slightly less peanuts. Okay, personal advice. Who else? You sure? Are you sure? Okay, nobody else wants a raise. Nip that stuff in the bud. Actually, let me check if there's anybody else that I hire that isn't making enough. Okay, they're at least at $2,000. Good stuff. Wowzers, everyone looks beat up. Let's check this out. They're doing okay. A little worn down. I'd still have Misawa wrestle if he could. Montez Ford is the most beat up, but they're looking okay. Let's check out our heels here. Moxley could be alright. I don't think they're on the show, so that's okay. How we doing Doldrum style? Everyone's doing okay there. Kairi Sane doing okay, even after that big old defeat. Okay. Not bad. Everyone doing alright. So let's save that real quick. And let me just tab over and see what I've booked. What hath I booked? Let's see. Nothing in the opening. Oh yeah, that's what I booked there. I could have sworn that I booked something for Jushin Liger already, and yes, I did. I just haven't said what. I mean, you're going to see it happen soon. So we're hiring someone. Let's do. If I do one more, we have 11 juniors now. If I do one more, boink. We have 24 heavyweights and 11 juniors. If I do one more junior star, let's see what we can do there. Okay, let's do that. I also have my list of wayward champions. We're going to try to return some belts to where they belong. Let's first do human resources offer. Actually, what am I doing? First and foremost, let's do our maintenance at our training center. Best facilities in the in-game wrestling world. That's what I think attracts a lot of people, is that we invest in our talent and their well-being. There we go. I like to think the lounge and rec room, since there's not like team psychologist, I like to think the lounge and rec room help mental health as much as like all the physical and health and stuff is being helped elsewhere. Let's see, shall we do any upgrades? Sure. Let's do the 60,000 D1s. Might as well. Speaking of the rec room, there we go. Next time we'll do the 70,000 Z1Zs. All right. Keep trying to invest in ourselves. Nothing wrong with that. Human resources. Scouting. Stoic Japan. I think they just send you out. And then strong or showman Japan America. Let's do strong America. Oh, they were the one that was unable to find anybody. Okay. Send more scouts out. I like to keep them in, 6 months of rotations. Get them out there, get them going. How do we do merchandise-wise? Did not sell very many of those. Those are okay. Did all the snacks. Blew out all 1,000 Blu-rays. Got rid of all the towels. We'll not do that. Okay. Getting ahead of myself. We'll leave the photos as is in case they start to like turn next time around. Then we might throw them out, or I don't know why I can't just like discount them, but whatever. Do a quick save there. I think we want human resources. There we go. And to offer a contract. Okay, now. Do they have a junior talent that I would be like, we need them? If we didn't have them, it would be the worst thing ever. What's up, former GWA champion Xavier Woods in another life? Let's just stick to our free agents, shall we? We only looked at Europe last time, and we already settled on and hired Liger because of it. Who else was I already thinking of? I think I was already thinking of Flamita coming in. Yeah, I think I was already considering them coming in. Wouldn't mind it, but I'm not super familiar with their work now. Are there any junior heavyweights from North America that stick out? Adam Cole's not 209 pounds, nor are they 5'11". Not a chance. Okay. These are going to be all over the place just because of the nature of things. Okay, there's so many people. Just wanted to use those, the other one's doing good things. No one that I'm like, I would put it all on the line to have this person on my roster. At least so far. Nobody that I'm like, yeah, we need their high flying or whatever. Just based on the size of them. If Odinson was available, I wouldn't mind doing Pero and Odinson as the final tag team. Let's see. We had Roosh last time, right? Yeah. Nakamura? Freestyle, well, that's not even close to what we do. I thought Solo was in GCW. I guess not anymore. We had them last time anyway. By last time, I refer to the previous generation of the GWA. Yeah, I'm not really feeling much of that, except for maybe X-Pac would be kind of cool. I think I'm just going to go with, see if we can get Flamita on board, since I've been scouting them for a little bitch. Haha, a little bit. All right, we're going to medium ball Flamita after I back up and save, now that I have a target in mind. Human resources, offer contract. Flamita. Let's try to get Flamita over. Medium ball. Shows interest but doesn't agree. All right, let's highball him. We can afford to, even with our production increases this month. Our upgrades to our facilities. That's strike one, though. 2 more, and we got to give up. Offer contract to Flamita. There you go. Really? Still says no. We'll try one more time. Playing hardball. If not, I might just skip the signing thing and see what we can do. It's last show. Just because it's already almost 9. Okay, human resources offer contract. Last chance, buddy. Come on. There it is. There it is. They reconsidered. So we have 36 people on our roster, 24 heavyweights, 12 juniors. As we please welcome to the roster the heel version of Flamita. Flamita. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta put him in a match. I don't know against whom. We'll put him in a match. Right. Do that real quick. I'll slot them into their stable later. Let's try to book an event. Book. Standard. Normal. Let's do the matches. The match style and rules first. Turn to number 10. Okay, so oops. Rope on, 125. Cut play on, DQ count on, outside off. That's the one I wanted to do. Critical low, I think? Hang on, let me just do this all at one time. All the crits going to low, which I'm pretty sure is what we used to have it on. Just to give ourselves a bit of a break. And then this should all be fine. Elsewise. 5, 6, oh, there we go. 7, 8, 9, 10's also fine. And then 6, just gotta do this. 7, 8, 9, 10's already good. Alright, now they're all the same again. Blink. Oh, one other thing I have to do. If I ever put on entrances, I would like them to come out together. The only problem there is I don't want people coming out to their actual theme songs. Alright. All that's done. Now let us configure, starting with our main event title match, where The Undertaker is putting his Hall of Fame championship on the line in a heel-heel match. Randy Orton. Trying to kill The Undertaker. There, about 1,100 people showed up for that. And then it looks like Buddy Murphy and Dragon Rojo Jr. are feuding and fussing. Boom. There we go. Almost a third full base on those two matches. And I was already going to put the tag belts on the line. Dave Mastiff and Bill Bullock back in action against the team that lost to the let's just do it. Dawkins and Montez Ford. Might as well. It was supposed to be the team that they were facing, but they beat them. So it might be too early for a title shot, and they might go down, but that's fine. They're at least getting an opportunity. Oh yeah, here's the singles match. I was like, this will be fun. Okay, so again, it's a heel-heel match because we had a lot of face representation last month. Alright, Shawn Michaels. And his opponent, Jushin Thunder Liger. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Let's give that a whirl. Okay, now we need to bring in friends. I forgot to bring in friends. Never mind. Backing it up, everybody. Gotta bring in my wayward champs. I forgot that part. Now that we've hired somebody, let me scroll way back up here. Okay, I'm not going to try anybody that is on the free agency market because they disagree with our match style and blah, 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 blah. So let us invite people from Pro Wrestling Noah that we know have belts that we would like to see return to their home, like Kendo Kashin, for example. Where's Kendo Kashin? There you are. That's the DDT championship that Kendo Kashin has. So how about Kendo Kashin coming in? No problem. And then from DDT, who would we like them to face? Oh, is Shuji Ishikawa doing okay? He might not be alright. Might be alright. Endo? Endo might be alright. Kazusada Higuchi, though. Ooh, they're not, they don't have all their stars, eh? I mean, not anyone does, but... Asa. Kota Umida. Yeah, they have some of them. Oh dear. Aiko Tetsuya Endo. Over the Shooting Star Press. Alright, Tetsuya Endo, come on down. Try to get this belt back. Okay. So I have Kendo Kashin in against Tetsuya Endo. Kendo Kashin with the DDT belt. Tetsuya Endo. Alright, fingers crossed that works out. Book event, standard event. I'm hoping it'll at least save the match stuff I did. No, it did not. Alright, gotta do this again. Did not save the rules. Oh well. You have to book everything at once or else it doesn't count, I guess. 7, 8. Alright, looks like we're going a little late tonight. It takes an hour or more than an hour to get through these shows. I haven't even booked it yet. Not a complaint, because we don't have any spooky movie times to worry about. Just an observation. Okay. Match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are fine, and then speed up these 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do these. Maybe the outside count. All done. There we go. Alright, now. Title match. Undertaker. Randy Orton. Heel heavy show. Underneath that, GWA Jr. Buddy Murphy immediately wanted to defend the belt against Dragon Rojo. No problem. Let's get more people in here. Underneath that, tag title match, which we already booked. Street Profits coming in and upsetting the apple cart, getting an immediate tag shot after knocking off Okada and Lee. There we go. Tag titles done. And here we had the singles match between... Hang on one second. Between Shawn Michaels and Jushin Thunder Liger. And then here we had our other championship match where we have Kendo Kashin with the DDT belt defending it against Tetsuya Endo of DDT. And then let's do... Ooh, what just happened? Oh, Bacon, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, everybody. You're just in time as we're booking our second show of 2. And here in the GWA as we stroll down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. For those unfamiliar, I am Rad Gnarly, the Orbital Outcast, a variety streamer, streaming like 5 days a week. Lots of fun stuff. What's going on, everybody? Nice to see you, Metallica. All right, now, got 2 more matches to book here. Try to fill out this 15,000 seat arena. Let me check my notes real quick. We just hired Flamita, so let's give them a matchup. Back over to GWA. They're going to be a heel, but I haven't put them there yet. Well, that's fun. Okay, the first 2 are definitely their demonic Flamita persona, so that works out since they're going to be a heel for us. Now, could be anybody. Who didn't we see? We didn't see Kenny. Let's do Flamita against Kenny Omega then. And then in our opening match, I mean, Buddy Murphy dominated and is in the main event again. So I think I'm going to give Mad Pauly the time off. And who doesn't? Yeah, Kurt Angle is not going to be happy about being in the opening matchup. So we're going to move them in a second. But first, let's set up a match for them. Let's see. Let's do Kurt Angle, Kazuchika Okada. Just for funsies, and then we're actually going to open up with Flamita, Kenny Omega. There are a lot of singles matches on this one. Like legit, just the one tag match. All singles. Fine with that. Okay. We got everybody here. Can we charge 60 bucks? No. Can we go to the larger hall? 40,000, charge 20. Yeah, but look at our expenses go way up. The arena though. Maybe we can get 65,000 in for 20 bucks, for 10 bucks, but I'd rather do that because we can take care of our expenses and so on and so forth. All right, good to go. Got most of it written down, if not all of it. And then quick save here. Did we hire anybody? Yeah, we did. We hired Flamita. We're not going to worry about sending people elsewhere this time around. We're just going to get on with the show. Yes, let us finalize our decisions. Fingers crossed that our friends show up. Yes, we did that. We booked the grudge match. That's the title of the junior title match we're going to see. I think we're okay. Feb event. Yay! As everybody shows up for work. Wonderful stuff. I get my big dumb face out of the way. Hiya! Then we get ourselves down to the ring. As we said, we are opening up with the returning Kenny Omega, who we've been lending out to AEW the past couple of months, against the debuting Flamita, a new character in our junior heavyweight division. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway. Flamita in the mask, Kenny Omega sans mask. Oof, both in dark, long tights. Omega is going to be looking for back control. That's where the majority of his most potent offense occurs. Flamita, I believe, uses the Flam Fly, which is a, I don't know if it's standing or a top rope single Spanish fly. I'm pretty sure. Nice elevation on those leapfrogs out of Flamita, though. A lot of spring in that step. Oof. Kenny Omega with a nice counter there. In the opening moments of this contest, I'm sure these two must have faced off at some point in their wide travels around the world. Happy to bring it to you in the GWA ring, though. Both full-time roster members here now. With the recent signing of Flamita, we're going to see our other recent signee, Jushin Thunder Liger, in action later tonight against the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. It should be a real humdinger. Oh, just stomping on the head of Kenny Omega as he pulls him into that high-angle back crab. Some vicious offense out of Flamita, trying to ground the best bet machine, the cleaner Kenny Omega. Sends Flamita off the ropes here. Flamita ducks the clothesline. Oh, look at the wind-up on those chops. Kenny Omega able to duck that leg lariat. Quick pin attempt, gets a no count from senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Flamita definitely the quicker of the two in the opening minutes here. Nice pump kick to the face, and again into a submission hold. Very wise strategy by the newly acquired Flamita. Wasn't expecting this much ground game out of the man. I don't think Kenny Omega was either. Nice La Magistral out of Omega. Gets a no count of his own. Crowd appreciates the effort, however. Another pin attempt thwarted by those dastardly ropes. Oh, nice Raideen bomb. The sky high. No, or was it the low down? One of D'Lo's two moves. Flamita quickly into another cover. Gets a one count this time. Trying to catch Kenny Omega off guard with this high octane offense. Alternatively, look at him go to this ground game. I am most impressed with Flamita to this point. Able to counter. Cannot give Kenny Omega back control. Nice shooting star into the cover. One count, though. Only a one. A lot of the fight left in the tank for both of these competitors. So you can see the sportsmanship of Kenny Omega sending Flamita to the outside, but just doing so to catch his breath and allowing his opponent to come back into the ring. Another shooting star pin attempt there by Flamita, gets another one count. Arm drag into an arm hold. Flamita putting on a clinic here. Omega unable to counter this lucha-style offense. from Flamita. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker into another shooting star pin attempt. Oh! Gets a 2 count. Just jaw jacks Kenny Omega. Does Flamita. Hang on. Nice. Suplex by Kenny. Sliding drop kick to the side of the head of Flamita. Omega looking for a bit of a respite here. Gets thrown across the ring. Oh! Ducks out of the way, but eats an enziguri. Out of the corner by Flamita.
10 minutes gone.
What on earth was that? Spinning, what the crap? Spinning arm drag off the top there by Flamita. That first move looked like a muscle buster into a code breaker. Whatever it was, it looked devastating. And Kenny Omega has yet to recover. As we've passed 10 minutes gone in this one. Poison Rana by Flamita, spiking Kenny Omega on his head. Nice release German as well. Landing high in the shoulders is Omega, who's in a lot of trouble. Cross-legged brainbuster there by Kenny. Trying to get back into this fight. Oh, deadlift German with the bridge. Omega rolls the shoulder at 2.9. Look at that. Oh my God, Muscle Buster into the power bomb. Almost puts Omega down and out. That'll do me in for sure. My word. Double underhook. Omega counters. Oh, he rolls him up. Small package by Flamita, and he got him. Flamita victorious in his first match in a GWA ring. That's actually a very rare occurrence when somebody debuts. Very interesting. An excellent showing, though. An excellent showing. Oh yeah, 93. Love it. Defeating Kenny Omega. 93%. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. With a small package. Un petite package. Next up we have Tetsuya Endo Kendo Cash In. Cash it in from Pro Wrestling Noah to face DDT's Tetsuya Endo for the DDT Championship. I think in their actual organization, it's the King of DDT Championship, the KOD Championship. Anyway, hopefully Endo gets a win here. That's all I'm hoping for. Endo in the trunks. Kendo Cash In the long blue with the curly boots. Blue mask as well on Kendo Cash In. As we said, in from Pro Wrestling Noah against Tetsuya Endo from DDT. DDT Championship on the line in this one. This was scheduled or slated for our third match of the show, but Kurt Angle didn't want to go on any earlier than he already was forced to. So we shall see Angle Okada following this matchup. As you can see, Kendo Cash In going for that trademark submission hold he's known for. It's going to be armbar after armbar after armbar out of Kendo Cash In before this thing's all said and done. Slamming the challenger. Tetsuya Endo out of the ring. Quickly back inside, though. No countouts anymore. We took care of that problem. Nice shooting star pin attempt. Kendo Cash In with the late suplex to the challenger. Pulling him back down. With the body scissors there. Rear naked choke. Nothing fancy about it. Just effective. Into the armbar. He's got a lot of variations of that. This is bread and butter. Tetsuya Endo, meanwhile, looking for the shooting star press off the top as his finish. So expect him to try to set Kendo Cash In up in the corner. Hang on. Sure.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, nicely done there. Endo countering. That super kick now trying to slow Cash-In down, checking his submission defense. Nice uppercut there from the DDT champion. Happy to have our friends from both DDT and Pro Wrestling Noah here with us, as per usual. Trying to elevate the entire wrestling landscape. Also trying to get people their belts back. So I don't know how many Kendo Cash-In matches we're going to have to quote-unquote enjoy before we can set the record straight, so to speak. As you can see, he is content to grab and hold a limb. Grab and pull. Whatever limb he can grab. Whatever's handy. And leggy. Or footy. Nice enziguri from Tetsuya Endo. Fighting for the pride of the DDT promotion, the Dramatic Dream Team, hoping to bring the KOD Championship back to its home promotion. And out of the hands of Pro Wrestling Noah's Kendo Cash-In. Shooting star pin attempt again. Center of the ring gets a 2. Getting closer is Tetsuya Endo. You can see Cash-In trying to get a little distance between him and the challenger. May have lured him in though. Oh! Now Endo! Nicely done into the magistral! Just a 1 though. May have been playing a bit of possum there. Pin attempt by Cash-In. Didn't even hook a leg, just gets a 1. Off the ropes comes Kendo. Missing with that arm. He's trying to grab him into a flipping armbar. Much like that. See, now has it locked in Tetsuya Endo, but Endo fights out, back into the magistral. 2 count this time, as we hit 10 minutes gone in this championship contest. DDT King of a DDT Championship on the line. Kendo Cash-In champion. Tetsuya Endo, middle of the ring challenger. Oh! Endo with a destroyer. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kendo Cash-In escapes. Enziguri by Tetsuya Endo. Oh, kick to the face. Oh, misses the Pele kick and gets caught in another flipping armbar. As we said, it's the bread and butter of Kendo Cash-In. A lot of armbar variations. Tetsuya going up top, shooting star! 1, 2, no! Kendo Cash-In escapes! Another destroyer by Tetsuya Endo! Pulls him away from the corner, hooks the leg deep, 1, 2, no! Kendo escapes once more! Gets sent to the floor this time. You can see Tetsuya Endo holding his arms down. Had enough arm strength to pull that off. Handspring out of the ring. What a beautiful thing. But Kendo grabs a leg on the floor and applies an ankle lock. Super kick by Tetsuya Endo. No countouts or disqualifications. Now he hits that Pele kick. Kendo with a chair. Oof. Just slamming Endo into the apron. You can see the way he's holding his arms low. Cumulative damage done from all those arm bars from Kendo Cash-In. Hang on. Oh, very impressive. Tilt-a-whirl out of the rack into a powerbomb. No pin though. Another destroyer. But he gets caught in a leg bar. Action back and forth, fast and furious as we approach 15 minutes in this one. Now both fighters back in the ring. Oh, center of the ring with that armbar. Champion looking to retain, but Tetsuya Endo escapes. Oh, nice neck crank. Suplex there. Hang on. Here's that tilt-a-whirl to the powerbomb. Got the pin. 1, 2, 3. Endo wins and brings the belt back to DDT. All right, we are 2 for 2 in getting companies their belts back. That makes me happy. All right. How'd they do? 93. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's 2 93s in a row. Excellent. Let me take 1 second to scroll way back up and then remove Kendo Cash-In from my list of wayward champions. Okay. Torture rack bomb. Love it. Boom! DDT gets their belt back. Thanks for coming, guys. Mostly thanks for entertaining the crowd. Speaking of entertaining the crowd, Kurt Angle won in competition and Kazuchika Okada was happy to oblige. Let's get down to the ring. Let's get down to the ring. These guys almost crossed paths, as Impact had a working relationship with New Japan at the time that both of them were on the roster. But Kurt Angle was at the top of the card, and Kazuchika Okada at that time was still a young boy. So nobody really knew what they had in the Rainmaker quite yet. It would be his excursion to Impact in, I think, like 2011, 2012 that really changed or opened his eyes, so to speak, as to how things should work when he got back. We all know the legendary push once he returned to his native Japan, as he earned his way to the top of the promotion as the new young ace of New Japan. That's Kazuchika Okada. So now we're having a dream match that we just missed out on in real life, as he faces the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle here in front of 15,000 strong. Both competitors going back and forth to start. See Angle creating a little space there with that slam out of the ring. Trying to control the pace as the Olympic champion. Nice counter there. Neckbreaker by Okada. Angle with a history of neck issues. Won his Olympic gold with a broken freaking neck, as he will tell you. You see the rear naked choke out of Kazuchika Okada, just trying to test his own mettle against the submission master. Sleeper hold at Angle here. A lot of early submission attempts in the opening moments here. Big boot by Okada into a Boston Crab. And the wear down continues. STO variation by the Rainmaker. Drags Angle away from the ropes. Comes off the ropes. Big sliding dropkick to the mush. Keeping control of Angle here. Sends him off the ropes. Big boot drops him once again. Looking for back control. Rainmaker to Kurt Angle into the cover. 1, 2. No! Kurt just rolls his shoulder. Kazuchika Okada with an early Rainmaker, signaling to the crowd he's got another in him. But Angle fights it off. Neckbreaker across the knee. 1, 2. Angle barely escapes again. Okada looking to make short work of the Olympic champion. Busting out the heavy-duty offense, including that Rainmaker clothesline. Oh, now Angle belly to bellying Okada to the floor and immediately following him out there. Gets suplexed. Nice fireman carry into a suplex there by Okada. Into another face-forward seated dropkick. Angle slowing things down with a DDT to Okada. Into the ankle lock. On the floor. Okada can only break it. Can't win the match out there. Not even, I don't even know, maybe if you crit your opponent. That's like the only way. Cat and mouse being played between Angle and Okada. Okada coming out on top, getting the advantage. Going up. Dropping the elbow in the small of the back of Kurt Angle. Pulls him back to his feet. Rainmaker! Pulling Angle away from the ropes. Angle back to his feet though. Dropped back down with an STO. Okada unable to capitalize on that one Rainmaker. Has already hit 2 in the matchup. Just pies him. Oh my gosh, that throwing German. And Okada once again on the floor. Kurt Angle needing the time to catch his breath here. Gets spiked with a tombstone by Okada. Kurt rolled over. Drop kick to the face just as Kurt was recovering. Rainmaker number 3 into the cover goes Okada. 1, 2, 3. Kazuchika Okada handles Kurt Angle. My word. That was more of a showcase for Okada than it was a competitive matchup. That would be lucky to break 80 in my opinion. Yeah, 79. Okay. Interesting. Okada with a statement victory over the former Olympic champion. Rainmaker into pinfall. We only have one tag team match. Everything else is singles. So another contest I don't think ever really happened in real life before both men retired. Shawn Michaels, Jushin Liger. I just think it would be fun to see. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway immediately. Jushin Thunder Liger in the full body suit. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. His trademark long tights. Covered in hearts that may or may not be broken by that kid. A shate variation there. Actually, that wasn't a palm strike. That was a uppercut. Kane style uppercut from Jushin Thunder Liger. Michaels into an early pin attempt, nothing doing. I believe this is the official New Japan Pro Wrestling edit of Jushin Thunder Liger, so it is accurate as of like 2017. So when he was on his like retirement tours. So he might not be as potent as you would want a Jushin Thunder Liger to be in his prime, but that still carries with it all of the wit, wisdom, and experience you would hope that you can possibly bake into a Ka of Jushin Liger if you're satisfied that he's being represented properly by the company he works for. Oh, nice flipping senton there by Liger. Liger with a number of moves in his arsenal. That running Liger bomb, just a simple brain buster. The shate palm strike. Geez, the fisherman buster off the ropes. Like a shooting star, a moonsault. Lots of things he can do to put you down and out. Michaels will be looking to tune up that band for Sweet Chin Music, primarily. As you can hear Jushin Liger asking referee Mr. Bigfoot to ask Shawn Michaels if he'd had enough. Nice kitchen sink knee lift there by Michaels, trying to weather the storm here, the early storm out of Jushin Thunder Liger, who I think is confusing the Heartbreak Kid more than anything else to this point. Quick cover by Liger. Gets a 1 count. Not even 5 minutes gone here.
5 minutes gone.
I mean, we are now. Into the camel clutch, and once again, Liger says ask him.
Give up.
Don't worry, Mr. Bigfoot's all over it. Oh, knee lift to Liger there. If I were to look for a replacement edit of Jushin Thunder Liger, there are so many stages to this guy's career. Like the purely junior Jushin Thunder Liger, his transition more into heavy style when he did a bit of MMA during that whole experiment with MMA that New Japan went through. Then there's him in his later stages when he did certain things more often than he did others, etc., etc. Eliminated certain things from his arsenal that he just couldn't do anymore. Adapted, improved, you know how it goes. Nice! Rotation on the power slam from Shawn Michaels, who has stuck with his moveset for the majority of his career. Don't know how many teardrop suplexes he throws anymore, but by and large, dancing with what brung him. And it worked well for the Heartbreak Kid. See how it fares against Jushin Liger here. Nice backbreaker by HBK. Liger sends him into the corner, though. Sets him up top. Oh. Michael's able to escape. Rolls up Liger. Just a 1 count. Oh, Liger with those palm strikes. Not taken too kindly by that roll-up. I guess Shawn may have had a handful of tights. Not very sporting. Liger taking him to task for it. Now HBK looking to slow things down. That headlock. Not for too long. Roll up here by Michaels. 2. Oh, right at 2. Liger into a pin of his own. Right at 2. HBK kicks out of that. Both men down. Both men big oop.
10 minutes gone.
Inverted atomic drop into a figure 4 by Michaels at the 10-minute mark. Trying to keep Liger grounded. Sends him into the corner. Mounted punches here. Michaels going up for that elbow drop. To the small of the back of Liger. Trying to counter or reply with a brainbuster. Can't get it done. Able to send Michaels off the ropes. Drop toe hold into the bow and arrow. his variation thereof. Backbreaker by Michaels. Gotta catch his breath here. Both men slugging it out. Oh, nice spin kick by Liger, but hang on. Michaels absorbs it and hits that drop kick. Oh, palm strikes. 3 in a row into the jaw of Michaels from Liger. Oh, it takes him down with a 4th. 1, 2. Michaels out at 2. I thought Liger may have knocked him out. Liger off the ropes. Another huge palm strike into the cover. 1, 2. No! Michaels barely escaped that time. Rolls up Liger once more. 2. No! Small package by Liger. 2. No! Michaels kicks. A succession of near falls. Back and forth they go. Michaels sends him off the ropes. Big kitchen sink knee lift. Dragging Liger back into the center of the ring. Liger fends him off. Nice backdrop suplex there by Liger. Now pulling Michaels out of the ropes. Sends him off the ropes. Tail to roll backbreaker. Now sailing for another palm strike is Liger, and he's waiting for Michaels to stand so we can drop him right back to the canvas. Got him under the jaw, into the cover. 1, 2. No, Michaels out again. Liger sends him to the floor. Michaels bounces him off the apron. Oof. Into the guardrail goes Liger now. No countouts or DQs on the floor at the GWA ring. Hang on, big tombstone pile driver to Shawn Michaels. Liger immediately pulls him back to his feet, and Michaels is incensed now. Oh dear. Liger bomb on the floor. Michaels immediately retreats to the ring to try to catch his breath, but wrong place, right time. Off the ropes comes Michaels. That flying forearm into the kip up. Michaels is feeling it, but Liger's got another Liger bomb. Too close to the ropes. Tombstone. Michaels is in trouble. Liger goes up. Oh, diving headbutt to Shawn Michaels. Pulls him away from the ropes now. Oh, throwing German by Liger. Oh my gosh, Michaels no sells. He's right back into the ring and raring to go. Into the big elbow drop off the ropes. Small of the back from Michaels. Stomps away at the small of the back now. Trying to seize up the core of Jushin Thunder Liger. Gets reversed into the turnbuckle. Set up on top. Hang on. Frankensteiner off the top by Liger. 20 minutes gone now. Liger says this is it, off the ropes. Shante palm strike. Pulls him back to his feet. Looking for another one. Waiting for Michaels to stand. Crowd on their feet. Oh, Liger missed. Roll up by Shawn. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels with a surprise roll up, stealing the victory from Jushin Thunder Liger. And he's so proud of himself too. Just look at him. Well, that was great. That was a good one. 96, that's the stuff. Okay. Liger in his debut coming up short, but heck of a showing. That's all I can really ask for. All right, we got 3 title matches in our triple main event. Heck yeah. I mean, we've already had a title match, so we had 3 in a row now. These are all GWA belts. The tag team belts are on the line. Dave Mastiff and Bill Bullock, the Yard Dogs, putting the GWA tag team titles on the line against the newly signed Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. It is the Yard Dogs against the Street Profits for the GWA tag team titles. Kazuchika Okada and Keith Lee of the Squared Circle. Wait, what is it? Hang on, the Squared Circle K, that's their faction. The Squared Circle K were originally penciled in for this title opportunity, but in the Street Profits debut, they beat Okada and Lee. And so we penciled them in for this opportunity instead. They're a little worse for the wear coming off that heated contest with these Squared Circle K members last month, but not one to pass up a title opportunity are the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins in there now against Big Dave Mastiff, one half of the Yard Dogs, one half of the GWA Tag Team Champions. The other half of that tag team combination, that championship combination, the convict Bill Bullock, the only wrestler that doesn't have a real-life counterpart on the GWA roster, and indeed in most of the GWA wrestling universe, one of only a handful of fantasy wrestlers that aren't a real person. Everybody else is a created version of a real wrestler. As we see Bill Bullock in there for the first time against Montez Ford. Big back body drop there. Montez Ford following up the clothesline, dodging that discus lariat from one half of the tag team champs. Back they go, slugging it out. Prison yard style, that's the way the convict Bill Bullock likes it. Able to come out on top of that exchange. Montez Ford, though, with a nice suplex. Bit of a feeling out process in the early moments here. An incredibly new tag team to the GWA roster, getting a very early opportunity in their career with us to become champion. Hey Gadget, thank you very much for the raid. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good night. I are Rad Gnarly. I am the Orbital Outcast. I play a variety of games, but every Thursday night we dedicate 3 hours of our life to the GWA, the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, the promotion that we run here in Fire Pro Wrestling World. What's going on, Moon? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Or I suppose afternoon where you are. Well, early evening. Bill Bullock. Nice variation into that submission center of the ring, but Angelo Dawkins, the much larger competitor, able to power out. Yeah, I figured it'd be like 6:30 around your time, or around where you are on the left coast. Doing wonderfully. Thanks for asking. Having a real chill day. Every once in a while I get in a mood where I want to read, so I'm reading Dune. I figure since they've tried to make it as a movie several times now, I will read the book before I watch this latest incarnation. About halfway through. So far, it's okay. Oh. Those boots across the eyes, not okay for Montez Ford, though. Oh, firing back against Bill Bullock, though. Montez Ford, one half of the Street Profits in the red and white, looking to unseat the Yard Dogs as GWA Tag Team Champions in this one. I know, yeah, the general rule of thumb is if they made a movie of something, read the book first. Sometimes it works the other way. It inspires you to, oh, hang on, nice frog splash there. Dave Mastiff coming in to save his championships by interrupting the count. Montez pouring it on here, tagging out to Dawkins. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there from the Street Profits. Couldn't get any sort of tag team offense sorted out. It sometimes works the other way, where I watch a movie and get inspired to check out the source material. So as long as it works either way, I think I'm cool with it. But generally, yeah, you go read the book for like all the proper backstory, like proper character work, etc., etc. Dave Mastiff off the ropes with a massive clothesline to Dawkins, who thinks better of things. Tags Ford back in. Oh, only get German suplex into the turnbuckle. Mastiff like a crazed animal in there, swinging at everything. Ford trying to slow him down by pinning him into the corner. The Yard Dogs, only the second tag team champions in the GWA's history here, were excluded from the tournament to crown the initial champions due to an injury to Bill Bullock. But in the champions' first defense, the team that won the tournament, they lost the belts to the Yard Dogs, who had earned their opportunity based on reputation and the fact that they had pinned or otherwise defeated the GWA champion in a series of tag team contests. So they thought management thought they were more than worthy of their title opportunity, which they took full advantage of and have been dominant as tag team champions since. As you can see, neither side allowing the other to get too much of an advantage, but a couple of sneaky tags there. And we're left with Bill Bullock and Angelo Dawkins in the stomach claw, the most dangerous move in all of wrestling. He could kill the man. But Angelo Dawkins survives, but only barely. One of the signature maneuvers of Bill Bullock, the most dreaded and feared submission hold in all of professional wrestling, the stomach claw. Caving in the internal organs and appendices of his opponents. Just dreadful, dreadful stuff. I don't know why it's not banned, to be perfectly honest. Dawkins, thankfully, able to get himself back out to the apron and tag Montez Ford back in. Dave Mastiff in for the champion squad. Frog splash to the back of Mastiff. Ford rolls him over. Oh, Mastiff escapes. That could have been it. Saw Dawkins playing D there, intercepting Bill Bullock. Another frog splash by Ford. 2. He got him. The Street Profits surprise Dave Mastiff. And we've got new tag champions. My word. We have new champs. So that is Montez Ford pinning Dave Mastiff. You saw Bill Bullock having to tag up before he could come, try to break up the pin attempt. And then Dawkins was able to stay inside the ring to continue playing defense to prevent Bullock, from getting across the ring to prevent that pin attempt. And no good. We have new champs. A quick one. Surprised them there with that second frog splash in a row. Got to take advantage when you can. And so have the Street Profits. New to the company and new tag champs. Just like that. Yard Dogs cannot be happy about that result. We got to keep right on rolling. The Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. This was the one the crowd came to see. Buddy Murphy putting his newly won title on the line against Dragon Rojo Jr. Buddy Murphy making short work of then champion Kairi Sane to claim his belt. Now putting it on the line only a month later against Dragon Rojo Jr. This is the heated matchup that brought a few extra eyes to this show, a few extra butts and seats to see this one. It is your semi-main event. Still to come, a Hall of Fame championship matchup. Champion Undertaker, challenger Randy Orton. Coming up next in your main event. Ooh. Buddy Murphy has an incredible array of combination moves, like certainly a certain number of strikes, generally ending in a V-trigger, and then a couple of powerbomb combination variations where he picks you up after an initial powerbomb and then has a couple of options as to what he does to you. Spiral bomb, DVD, shades of Tatsuhiko Takaiwa back in the day. What a rise. Street Profits just debuted this very week, unseating the number one contenders in their debut and then earning that championship opportunity and making the most of it. What a debut for the first full-time tag team that we've signed. I do not intend to put the Street Profits in singles matches. Certainly not now that they're the tag champs. Oh, speaking of champions, Buddy Murphy just trying to kick the mask off the face of Dragon Rojo Jr., who is challenging him for his GWA Junior Championship.
Give up.
Into a variation of the Romero special. Murphy slaps aside that dropkick attempt, but Dragon Rojo Jr. undaunted, tries to slow things down with a single crab. Trying to wear down the legs of Buddy Murphy. Them powerful legs. Pound for pound, probably the toughest guy, strongest guy, I should say, in the junior division is Buddy Murphy. Deceptively so. Rings of Saturn here by Rojo.
Give up.
Doesn't matter how strong you are if your shoulders are popped out of joint. Big headbutt by Rojo. Murphy cools the cucumber. Oh, just going to work on the challenger. See those kicks to either side of the midsection, trying to steal his air. Oh, now a knee drop across the back. Nice head scissor takeover by the junior heavyweight champion. Knees across the chest this time of Dragon Rojo, and then back to the chest with that knee strike. Oh no. Dragon Rojo Jr. has been busted open underneath the mask. I don't know what move did it, but Dragon Rojo Jr. in a big bad way here. Murphy sent into the corner. Able to maintain control there. Ah, stiff kick down the spine of the challenger Dragon Rojo Jr., who then spikes him into the canvas with a power slam and a snap suplex. Things looking to be going Buddy Murphy's way as Dragon Rojo Jr. continues to spill blood all across the canvas here. Smartly taking some time to catch his breath. You can see the canvas absorbs the blood and makes the matches stronger. That's at least the lore that we're going with. Oof, Dragon Rojo Jr. just bowled over there by champion Buddy Murphy. Oozing with confidence after his quick decision against Kairi Sane last month. Oh. Feet of Fury out of Buddy Murphy there. First the combination and then that leg lariat off the ropes. Dropped into another Rings of Saturn attempt by Rojo. Smartly done by the challenger to keep the champion grounded as much as he possibly can, especially with that blood pouring into his eyes. Suplex, hooks a leg on the cover. Just a 2. Rojo again off the ropes, big drop kick. Expending a lot of energy as Dragon Rojo Jr. though. Got to feel like his gas tank is going to be drained a little faster since he is leaking fuel out of his forehead, in a manner of speaking. Oh, big boot in the corner from Murphy. Sends him across the ring. Now what's he doing? Oh, V-trigger in the ropes. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, almost folds him in half. Almost spills out of the ring there. And then the release German. Hang on, Dragon Rojo Jr. Sit out powerbomb. 2. No! Buddy Murphy escapes. Rojo sends him to the outside, looking to dive. Flattens him on the floor. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, spikes him with that over the shoulder, dropped into a DDT. Canadian DDT, it's called in the moveset, so let's just call it that. Another big powerbomb out of Dragon Rojo Jr., champion and challenger. Leaving nothing to chance. Bringing it all to the table in this championship contest. Oh, spiked on his head once again as Dragon Rojo Jr. on the floor. No countouts or DQs, anything goes. But the only way to win is to get back inside. Single leg grab by Rojo. Trying to slow things down, trying to maintain his composure, trying to stop the incessant bleeding out of his forehead. Don't worry, we'll get him looked at after the matchup. Center of the ring goes Rojo. Both men back inside. Nice takeover by Buddy Murphy. Backdrop suplex, trying to plant Rojo near the ropes. Nope, pulling him away. Rolls him over. Rojo taking advantage of Buddy Murphy momentarily being out of breath into the powerbomb. Got him! Dragon Rojo Jr. And we've got another new champion. Oh my gosh, Buddy, the hubris of the Buddy Murphy. Of the Buddy Murphy. Putting his title on the line so close after winning it. And Dragon Rojo Jr. outlasts and shines as your new junior heavyweight champion. Ba-boom! What a story. All right. And now it's time for your main event. The Hall of Fame Championship on the line. The Undertaker has only been pinned once in a GWA ring. He has 2 overall losses, but we don't talk about that loss in Mexico under threat of death from The Undertaker himself. He's only ever been pinned in a tag match when Keith Lee put him down with a spirit bomb. Keith Lee was then prompted, goaded, some would say, into using the title shot that he won as part of the Trios Tournament of Terror Champions against The Undertaker last month, or like last week, I think, in our broadcast schedule. Undertaker mopped the floor with him. So let's see what Randy Orton can do against the nigh unstoppable Hall of Fame champion in this, your main event of the day. As always, the creature on feature, Senior Sasquatch, calls for the bell. And we are underway here for the GWA Hall of Fame Championship. We have a whole subsection of our roster that is Hall of Fame caliber talent that literally exists within certain Halls of Fame in the world. But since we've opened up sort of the portals of time in this iteration of the GWA, it's only fitting that we sometimes feature the Hall of Fame champion themselves. Going at it. Doing some WrestleMania rematches when and where we can. Randy Orton, of course, is going to be looking to hit that RKO out of nowhere repeatedly in an effort to bring the big man down here. Of course, The Undertaker, in this iteration of The Undertaker at least, specializing in that last ride powerbomb, though he does have also a devastating one-handed chokeslam, as we see Randy Orton going to work with that Orton stomp. As Michael Cole might say, vintage Orton. Stomping on every major joint of The Undertaker. And we're not talking about the Devil's Lettuce. We're talking about Dead Man Inc. Big back body drop there to Orton. Back to the stomp. Trying to control the pace. Two ring generals here. No strangers to one another either. Randy Orton with a nice exploder suplex to The Undertaker. Once again, back to that stomp. Just trying to wear down The Undertaker. Assuming, of course, all the aches and pains of a lifetime spent in the wrestling industry. And just jabbing away at all those sore pressure points on the body of The Undertaker is Randy Orton. 2 full rotations there of the Orton stomp before The Undertaker is allowed to get back to his feet. DDT off the ropes. Spiking The Undertaker is Orton. This match has been mostly challenger, and you can hear the fans already reacting to The Undertaker when he gets dropped. You can hear the concern in their voice. Undertaker in a big bad way here in the opening moments. RKO! But The Undertaker's back to his feet. Drops Orton with a DDT. Sends Taker off the ropes. Big clothesline by Orton. You can hear the concern again in the fans every time Undertaker's dropped, especially when he has damage done to his head and neck. Big boot by Taker, trying to turn things around. Working the shoulder joint. Gets folded up. And now the most prolific striker in the history of carbon-based life forms, The Undertaker, going to work. Oh, blocked that time by Orton. RKO again! Undertaker again back to his feet. Can't keep the dead man down. That low blow might help. Oh, short arm clothesline by The Undertaker. Try to set Orton up for that choke slam or that last ride power bomb. Angle slam from Randy Orton. Shades of fellow roster member Kurt Angle, who lost to Kazuchika Okada earlier in their show. Hang on, last ride coming up. At the 10-minute mark, and he plants him into the cover. 1, 2. No, Orton escapes! Choke slam coming up and going down! Back into the cover goes Taker! 2! No, Orton escapes again! Planted again with another DDT. Undertaker trying to put Orton away while he can, but Orton smartly throwing Taker to the outside. Both men catching their breath, and we're going to reset here. Oh no! Counters the choke slam with a kick to the ding-dong, does Randy Orton. But then he eats a giant clothesline from the dead man. Before he puts him right back down with an RKO. Taker again back to his feet. Orton hasn't had one chance to make a pin after an RKO, and he's hit a handful of them so far. Orton sent off the ropes. Big boot puts him down. Exploder to the Undertaker. Orton misses the RKO that time. Another exploder to the Undertaker. Orton's got a sense. He's only one RKO away if he can just make a pin. He can just keep the Undertaker down long enough to attempt a pin. As he goes back to the Orton stomp. Oh, and across the face to end things. Sending Undertaker into the corner. Taker counters with a DDT. Both men down. Oh, clothesline to the back of the head of Orton. Undertaker setting him up for what? Oh, gets sent off the ropes. Both men down again. Poorly timed offense out of Orton. Match is taking a lot out of both men here as we're getting close to the 15-minute mark in the main event. For the GWA Hall of Fame Championship, champion Undertaker missing wildly with a clothesline against challenger Orton. Two men slugging it out here. Hall of Fame gold on the line. Orton with the clothesline settling the argument for now. Undertaker trying to keep Orton at bay and keep away from hitting one last RKO. Orton sending Taker to the floor so he can catch his breath. Taker catching his wind as well. And again, we're going to reset at about the 16.5-minute mark here. Nicely done there by Taker, dropping Orton. Gets set up in the corner, though, and set up on top by Orton. Oh my gosh, no! Superbomb by The Undertaker off the top rope! And that is it! Holy crap! The Undertaker with a powerbomb off the top, folding Orton in half for the cover and the win. What is it going to take to unseat The Undertaker as your Hall of Fame champion? My word. Well, at least they saved the biggest spot for the main event. Woof. Something to send the fans home happy with. A super bomb. Helps them defend the belt. 88% overall, so they love us. Hiya! There I am back on screen. All right, let's just check out our results. Yep, we have a new junior champion. We have new... Oh, DDT. Yeah, we got the DDT, got their belt back. We have new tag team champions. Not a bad show. Lots going on in front of 17,000 strong. Holy moly. Again, $40 a head. Oh, we got new NXT junior tag team champions, Cameron Grimes and someone. New CMLL junior tag team champions. New Ring of Honor junior tag team champions. All right. Only made $500,000 that time. That's okay. Tag team tournament for WWE. Trios tournament for Impact. Sure. Let's see if there's any news, and then we'll skedaddle on out of here. Oh. I don't know who Raziel is, but sure, we found more Latin American stars. Love it. Mr. Question didn't find anybody. Shouldn't we take some time off? Both you and the wrestlers have earned a vacation. Trips to $14,400 are dirt cheap right now. Trips to 14 are dirt. You know what? Let's give them a month off. Let's do it. Sure. We took March off. There, it says we're on vacation. Okay, so I'm gonna write that in. Just before I leave, year 5, month 3, took off. We did this before in the first year of our existence. So I feel like we're okay doing it again. Before I do anything else, though, let's do our normal training center maintenance. We have the best facilities in this wrestling landscape, and that's what it initially attracted a lot of talent to come here. They could train well, they could level up their game. If they got hurt, it was easy to get them back, or easier to get them back in ring shape, so on and so forth. Okay, so we've spent $200,000 just doing maintenance and existing. Plus, you know, we're not doing an event this time, so we can, you know, lend some people out. Oh, I can't even lend people. Everybody's on vacation, the whole roster? Love it. That sounds great. Okay. So we're already there. We did our maintenance. We don't need to worry about that anymore. So I can blip back over here and then hit this button. Hiya! Get my big dumb face front and center to thank everybody for watching, no matter where and when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody out there chill vibes and clear skies, and thank you especially to Reaper O'Bacon and Gadget for the raids. Thank you so much. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, saying so long for now. We're going to be back on the air. Speaking of Reaper O'Bacon, he will be involved as we get back on the air Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern when we gather the troops and try to defend our new base in 7 Days to Die. Until then, TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Who'll be doing things? There we go. Let's go say hi to the Combat King. Well, actually, let's go over and, yeah, let's go say hi to the Combat King. All right. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Like I said, we're back on the air tomorrow night, Friday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, for more 7 Days to Die. Till then, ta-ta.